Hello everyone, and welcome to the third and final part of this impromptu video series about me finding a decent pair of earbuds for not too much money. Yes, what started as a search for a cheap but good pair of earbuds that led me to Five Below, that then led me to making a video just to justify the 20 plus things I found at Five Below, then blossomed into another video about what the quality would be like if I spent a few dollars more, which then led to more results that I could reasonably afford or reasonably feature in a reasonable YouTube video. I mean, the first one was 2.5 hours, and then the last one was 3 hours, and I dread to know how long this one's gonna last. But yes, as I said in the last video, I went around to a whole bunch of places that were giving good prices on earbuds, and most importantly, I could then return the earbuds if I wasn't satisfied. Because a lot of places actually don't let you do that, and, well, I need the money more than I need several dozen cheap and broken earphones littering my place. Ugh. But I did manage to find a decent haul in the last video, but I also mentioned that I went to Walmart and Smith's, and they had an incredible selection. They had a huge selection, almost as much as Five Below. A collection I already knew I didn't have the time or money for. I had to get through the ones that I had already found at Ross and TJ Maxx and a bunch of other discount stores that I frequented. But right after I made that last video, I returned all the merchandise, got my money back, and then went to Walmart and Smith's and perused their collection, and got as many as I could that are $50 or less. Now, I didn't get everything, I still don't have the money for everything, but I don't think I really needed to get everything, because a couple of them just looked like repeats, just looked like the exact same earbuds, just designed slightly differently, or they were upgrades to earbuds that were still being sold. So I hope that what I have for this video covers the basic extent of what you would find at Walmart or Smith's, or pretty much any other store that follows the Walmart or Smith business model or store inventory. And yeah, technically I don't have to do this video because, well, I think we have a winner. I think we have an absolute definite winner in the JLab Epic Sport ANC 2nd generation. I mean, I went looking for some earbuds that could be reasonably replace these Powerbeats Pro because the left earbud wasn't working properly, and these exceeded my expectations in every way. It turned out to be even better than the Powerbeats Pro and cheaper, because as I showed, I only paid 20 bucks for these. And if you get them online, they would only run you about $20 to $50 depending on the quality. And I think the reason why they're so cheap right now is because they have since released the 3rd generation of these, the Epic Air Sport ANC 3rd generation. I saw those at Walmart when I was getting all the other earbuds, and I was very tempted to pick those up. However, one, they were 80 bucks, which is outside the range that I was trying to go for, and two, I just don't have 80 bucks to spend on earbuds. In fact, I was actually thinking of getting a $200 or $300 pair of earbuds and seeing how it amounted to these. And ultimately decided against it because, like I say, I don't have $200 or $300 to spend on one pair of earbuds. And at best, I just wouldn't be thrilled about the quality and send them back. But what if I was thrilled with the quality? What if I didn't want to give them back? Like I said, I just can't afford to part with that much money right now. So yeah, I think these JLab earbuds are about as good as it's going to get for me. But I decided to be more thorough than Henry David and try to conclude my look through all the budget earbuds that you can get right now. And hey, who knows, maybe at least one of them will match or even exceed the quality of these. And will be even cheaper than what you have to pay for these, so hey, we can hope. Heck, I even got a couple JLab earbuds, so we'll see how those stack up with these. So let's just put you over here, have you sit as the pristine figure of quality, as we go through and judge my final haul of earbuds that you can currently get for under $50. But before we peruse through Walmart or Smith's inventory, it's right back to Ross. Yeah, I returned all the merchandise that I got from Ross, and they got in a couple new ones, so I figured, might as well. Starting with the Vibes Air from Fisher. This is just gonna be those iridescent earphones again, isn't it? Yeah, those iridescent ones that we found at Five Below that have just been the basic model for a whole bunch of other cheapo earbuds released by different companies. Or maybe they're all the same company under different names, I don't know. Really, anything is possible. Maybe all businesses are just run by one business. Maybe both McDonald's and Burger King are run by the evil reptilian humanoids that live in the Earth's core that just want to fatten humanity up so that they can eat us one by one. Who knows? Don't really have proof to say that doesn't happen. Okay, but anyway, is there anything that really stands out about this that we haven't already seen before? So it's Vibes Air, true wireless earbuds, earphones, I'm sorry. Easy on the hands-free mic, Yeah, this is just exactly like the iridescent, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to sound exactly like the iridescent. So let's just open her up and get it over with. I mean, once again, nice magnetic case. These are like what you see over at Goodwill, which, like I said, I wanted to get a bunch of Goodwill, but Goodwill does not offer returns, or they do, but it's only store credit, and I'm sorry, I just have no use for Goodwill store credit. I barely find anything at Goodwill as is. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, this is like the exact same manual as the iridescent. That's, yeah, I don't even know why I'm bothering, but, you know, might as well get them out of the way. Cheapo USB, and, you know, they did something nice with the display for the buds, the little gels. That's at least nice. And yep, case that we've seen a million times before. Buds that we've seen a million times before. Being a near dangerous shade of pink, because as we all know, too much pink energy is dangerous. All right, let's test these out. Yeah, pretty much exactly what we've come to expect from mid-tier earbuds. Decent amount of bass and range, everything kind of sounded a little muffled, and some of the backing vocals did sound like they were just dissolving into the bass. It was a little hard to hear some of the less prominent vocals. And the choir just sounded like one big lump of voices. Oh yeah, I'm still using This Is America by Childish Gambino, which, considering the recent news, is appropriate all of a sudden. Or maybe it's not, and this will be the last video I ever make before I'm hauled away by Secret Service agents. Hey, like I say, anything's possible. The touch controls were surprisingly good. Like, the touch controls were just on the middle part here. Very easy to get to, and very, very responsive. I touched once to play and pause, and I touched twice to raise and lower the volume. Except, again, they do something weird where it's the right one lowers the volume and the left one raises it, which shouldn't it be the other way around? I don't know. And that's really all it does, but at the same time, I guess it works. So, surprisingly, some of the best touch controls we've ever had. And then as for the microphone...
This is me recording on the Fisher Vibes Air True Wireless Earphones.
Yeah, all things considered, still pretty clear for its price range, but still not something you're gonna be recording on anytime soon. But yeah, at this point, we have just seen so much better, and even for practically the same price, maybe a few dollars more. So I can't think of any reason to recommend these. So you go sit over there, Vibes. Yes, you are Vibes. You are not iridescent. You are not Rachel. Whatever. You are not a billion other things that we have seen with this exact same model. And we probably will see. We probably will see a couple other earbuds that look and sound exactly like this. I think I have a couple more of these in the stack. So yeah, you just go sit over there and pretty soon you'll meet your siblings in mediocrity. As we move on to AWA. Yes, another pair of earbuds from AWA. Yes, we saw a different pair of earbuds from AWA in the last video. Those were the Prodigy View, I believe they were called. And this one is the Prodigy Micro. Yes, so they are earbuds. They are the AWA earbuds, but they're smaller. At least that's what it looks like, and the price seems to reflect that fact. These are only $13, and the others were $15. And as per the name, we have lost about $3 worth of case space, because this is a very tiny case. Yeah, even just looking at it from here, this is a very tiny case, which I'm okay with. We've seen very tiny earbud cases in this look. Heck, we've seen very tiny earbuds. In fact, I was tempted to get some of those little micro dot earbuds that you just put on your earlobe and see what those sounded like. But like I say, I'm doing this look to find stuff that I would actually listen to, that I would actually listen to at the gym, and I just can't see myself wearing a little micro earbud on my earlobe. So yeah, basic stuff. This also has a digital LED screen, so you know where all the money went. And then open her up, and yep, there it is. Let's get her out. Come on. Whoops. Almost all over the place. Okay, earbuds, cord, instructions, and case. Actually pretty nice case. Yeah, it's a relatively small, not the smallest we've seen, but it is still relatively small, and it's already at, come on, focus. It's already at 62, and like I say, I charged all these just yesterday. In fact, one has just decided to continue charging. That is worrying. But they do have a nice silicone protector that you can put a little wrist strap around. That's nice. That's actually pretty nice. Yeah, that's more than the other one gave us, I believe. So yeah, just a little transparent case. It has absolutely nothing to hide. I like that. I like transparent electronics. I don't know. It's just interesting to look inside and see all the chips and wires and stuff, you know, just what makes this tick. Of course, we don't get that much detail with this, but it is a good attempt. It is a decent attempt. All right, let's actually... Can I get to these if they're in their case? I'm pretty sure no, I can't. All right, let's take off the silicone case and take these out. Take these out. Oh, okay, they pull outward. Okay, yep, I think these are a slightly different model, slightly different build than the other AWA ones. Of course, like I say, we've probably been looking at the exact same earbuds over and over again 5 times each. So these probably share a mold with at least a couple dozen other earbuds we have looked at. But the important thing is, do they at least sound original? Or better yet, good. Let's see what happens. Yeah, not good. Slightly better quality than the Vibes Air we just looked at. Slightly clearer. And that's basically all I can give it. There's practically no bass. Like, the bass is there, it's just in the background, just way in the background. It is not prominent, and not much dynamic sound, not much to differentiate all the sounds, all the voices. And overall, the treble just sounds muted. Like, it's clear, but in the higher ranges, it just gets really muted. Really, everything overall just sounds muffled, especially compared to everything else we've seen, other earbuds of this price range. So yeah, not too fond of these. The touch controls were responsive, though. The touch controls worked pretty much almost as well as the Vibes ones. I just tapped the side to play and to pause, and I tapped it 3 times to go to the next track, which honestly wasn't that hard. Honestly wasn't that hard for this to pick up. It picked them up better on the right one than the left one, which, yeah, it also favored the right earphone. Like I say, maybe that's just a technical malfunction on my part, on the part of the ones that I picked up. But yeah, most of the sound just liked coming out of the right one. The left one was not great. Pretty quiet, comparatively speaking. And then as for the microphone...
This is me recording on the AWA Prodigy Micro True Wireless Earbuds.
Yeah, don't like that at all. And that's basically what I have to say about these earbuds in general. I mean, like I've shown, you can get better earbuds than these for a couple dollars less. So no, I can think of absolutely no reason to go out and get these. So nope. Which is a little sad, because I remember I gave pretty high marks for the other AWA earbuds, or at least I said that they were okay, they were passable. Well, I guess you can't win them all, though. Does anyone else just kind of want to take off this plastic screen and just take that little LED thing out, just see what's behind it? I don't know, that's just kind of something, kind of a temptation you get with plastic screens and such. It's just kind of telling you to keep out, and that you just want to break in that case. Just me? Okay, I'm just some weirdo who talks about earbuds and weird B movies and all that sort of stuff, so of course I'd have those kind of thoughts. Alright, you just go fly over there. As we move on to Sentry True Wireless. Yes, we've actually seen Sentry before. They were the company or distributor responsible for those ultra cheap earbuds in the last video. I mean, I say ultra cheap because they only cost me $2, but as I explained, that was probably a listing error, because I went back and they were $13, so. And yeah, the price didn't exactly reflect the quality, because that was the best one out of those random ones that I got off of eBay. I mean, they were about 10 years out of date, and the quality, the audio quality indicative of that, but hey, for 2016, there were probably some of the higher end on the affordable earbuds of the time. So let's see Sentry prove themselves yet again, and this time it's, this time these are in date. These are 2024, that's just last year, you know, it's hard to really improve that much on last year's efforts or technology, you know, unless you absolutely mess something up and there's nowhere to go but up, which unfortunately we seem to be seeing more and more of in the tech and entertainment sectors. But I digress. Now, as this proudly boasts, these have a special feature on them, which we will get to once I open up this box. And then on the back, that's just all the stuff that we see, and basically the exact same stuff that we see on all the earbuds. I am a little nervous because these are sport headphones, sport earphones, and we've basically only had one success in the sport earphones department, and that's these JLabs. All the other sport earphones, like I keep saying, they seem to put durability over quality. In fact, those rigid earphones, oh my god, I cannot get how bad those were out of my mind. Ugh. So let's open these up, and yeah, a whole bunch of other different selling points on here. And let's see if we can get at least decent quality with these, at least passable quality, because like I say, there's just no freaking way that they can be any worse than those rigid ones. And yeah, that seems to be another thing about these Sentry cases. They really glue the earphone display thing to the back of the case, so you have no choice but to rip it off. Just rip it off the backing, which hopefully I can still return these. But yeah, you just can't get to the earbuds without damaging the packaging. So, okay, so then here's the case. Unfortunately, there's no nice carrying pouch as the other ones had, but I think we'll manage to survive without it. Little charging cable, USB-C, of course, instructions, little buds that we can switch out if we want. Nice case, nice big case. And then, actually, I'm sorry, did they say that this had an LED charger? Is anything? Oh, it's right there, and it's barely visible. I mean, at least they're showing that it is at 100%. It's not just flashing zeros over and over again, giving me the impression that it's completely depleted its charge. But I don't know, if you're gonna put it there and make it so blurry that you can't see anything, what's even the point of including an LED thing? Okay, and then, yep, here are the earphones. Very flimsy ear hooks. Don't like that. And then, if I'm correct, yeah, whoops, there goes one of the earbuds. Put that back on. Okay, now, if I'm correct, I can just peel that right off. Yep. Yeah, now you just have regular earbuds, which, considering how flimsy these hooks are, is probably your best option. And then you can go into where did I put them? Yes, over here. You can go over here and you can just replace them with these little earbud hooks, which I probably have the wrong one out. I'm just showing you how it works. Why does it suddenly feel like a sex ed video? Yep, there you go. So you can switch from the really flimsy ones to the actually quite rigid ones. Yeah, like I say, I think it's actually in your best interest to switch them out, to get the little ones, the little more rigid ones than the flimsy ones. Or, you can just take them off entirely and just keep the bud in your ear, because as we've shown, most of these fit pretty snugly in your ear anyway. So, all right, so those are the aesthetics. Now, how's the quality? Okay, I put the sport hooks back on because otherwise I could not find a decent position to put these in. I could not find a comfortable place to put these in my ears. Seriously, no matter how I would fidget them, they just did not feel like they belonged in my ears. And I think I got the hooks on right. I mean, I had them facing this way and I put them on my ears, and that felt uncomfortable. And then I put them this way and put them in my ears, and that still felt uncomfortable, but a little better, question mark? I don't know. These are some of the most awkward fitting earbuds that I have come across so far. And as for the quality, it's the worst I've come across so far as well. Not for the whole look, not across all the videos. Like I say, there is no beating those rigid earphones, at least I hope not. But yeah, once again, they're really going for durability over quality. And even then, I don't know how durable these are, since the rubber things, the interchangeable rubber things, are just so flimsy and feel like they can just pop right off, and no. But yeah, audio quality, practically no bass, practically the most devoid of bass across the earbuds we've seen so far in this video. And then everything else just sounds very tinny and muted and almost electronic, almost kind of staticky. Like Donald Glover's voice just almost sound robotic wearing these. It was not pleasant at all. And it once again just had that kind of across the room quality, like I described with those 24-hour earbuds, those 24-hour Five Below earbuds from back in that video, where it just sounds like everybody is shouting from across the room, and somehow they blew that up and it's now playing in your ears. It just does not sound right at all. The one thing I can give these earbuds is that they have physical buttons. Yes, these are actually buttons that you press down, and they're a little clicky, so you can tell that you've pressed the button down, and they do work. They can play and pause the video, and they can go to the next track, and actually, I think that's all they do. And then as for the microphone,
This is me recording on the Sentry True Wireless earbuds.
Yeah, James Cameron's not using these for Avatar 3, I can tell you that for nothing. So, no, it's just another very disappointing turnout for sport earbuds. Why is it that JLab over there seems to be the only people willing to put any sort of quality into their earbuds? Because practically every single other pair have proven to be some of the worst that we have seen through this entire look through earbuds. It's in fact, I could probably go on record and say that these are the worst sport hook earbuds that we have seen so far, seen across this look. They just are inexcusable. And how much do they want for these again? $15. I wouldn't even pay $5 for these. So get out of my sight. That's all I can say in that matter. God, 3 dud earbuds in a row? Are my standards really just ridiculously high by this point? Or did I find all the good that Ross has to offer last time? Well, I guess this next pair will help us decide that with Alltech Lansing True Connect truly wireless earphones. Yeah, another one from Alltech Lansing, which, considering the things I had to say about them in the last video, this is still not boding well. I mean, it's a nice case, though. Nice design, though. I'm sure we've seen this design of earbuds before. The case looks to be another feely one, though, so I'm probably going to have some fun with that. Okay, and then $15 I paid for this. Let's hope that it's worth at least $15. And then, yeah, just basically stuff we've seen on the others. Open her up, get it out of the plastic. Don't know why some of them have plastic and some don't. I guess it just tries to give you a little bit more sense of quality, and there is practically nothing on the inside of this magnetic flap. So once again, I think all the money is just going into the packaging. So I am very worried, and yeah, we just got the stuff that we have become accustomed to. There's the case and the gels in there. And then the holding thing, and where'd it go? Yes, the instructions that come in their own little envelope. I don't know why. And then, yep, here's the case, and it's a little feely one. Ooh, feely. Oh, yep. And also, it looks like they're still charging, and it's already down to 78, which, okay, is a decent number compared to the other numbers we've seen, compared to what the other cases were at the time. Can you even see? Okay, that's a little better. Now you can see the 7, and we just lost focus again. Okay, who cares? And then here are the buds. Some big buds, honestly. Some really big buds, which kind of look like the Sentry True Wireless ones that we just saw, so that worries me. And let's see if I can at least get these to fit in my ears. Yes, they did fit in my ears, and actually quite well, at least better than the Sentry ones over there. And the quality was actually pretty good. It was actually very crystal clear quality. Maybe just compared to the other 3, but it really did give you that in the same room kind of feeling. The treble and range were really good. It sounded like Donald Glover was basically right next to me, which, okay, I appreciate Donald Glover as an actor, but I don't want him right next to me. The bass was pretty weak, though. Again, not as weak as the other ones, but there was indeed bass. I could indeed detect bass and not just notes resembling bass, but there was really no boom to it. There was no feeling of bass. It was just something was there serving as bass, and that was it. Oh, and for anyone wondering at home, I got the male voice for Alltech Lansing, and like the other 2, it said, "Welcome to Alltech Lansing, connecting, pairing," that sort of thing. And yes, it was a male's voice, which, like I say, is pretty uncommon for Bluetooth devices or really electronic devices in general. In fact, we got a male voice for the AWAs back there as well, the same as the AWAs that we looked at in the previous video. Or are they IWAs? I don't know. I've never figured out how to pronounce that. Yeah, touch controls were pretty weak. Most of the time I managed to get it, I tapped it and managed to get it to play and pause. And tapping it 3 times to change the volume was also pretty responsive, though once again, I tap the right one to decrease it and the left one to increase it. I don't get that. It was tapping it twice on either earbud to go to the previous or the next track where it fell flat, because most of the time it just did not recognize that and would either just play or pause the video or raise or lower the volume. So not happy there. And then as for the microphone,
This is me recording on the Alltech Lansing True Connect truly wireless earphones.
yeah, pretty weak there too. However, maybe it's just because of how disgusted I was with the last 3 earbuds, and how I really do think that the quality on this is a little better than the other Alltech Lansing ones we saw in the last video, but I'm going to go ahead and say that these are okay. I'm going to go ahead and, and say that the quality is good enough that if you come across these for $15, then yes, they are a good enough a pair of budget earbuds. I think the quality is actually quite good, and the bass is not great, but it is there. So if you just want a decent pair of $15 earbuds, I'm going to go ahead and recommend these. I'm going to go ahead and say that if you ever come across these and you have no other options, then they're fine. They're fine. So well done, Alltech Lansing, which I have learned since the last video is a very prominent electronics company in the realm of budget speakers and budget earbuds and all that sort of stuff. You managed to impress me once. Yeah, go ahead and sleep on that victory. Can Brookstone keep this up? Yeah, probably not. Especially considering the last pair of Brookstone earbuds that we looked at. Now, I am breaking a rule with this one because these are rigid hard plastic. And I said that I am not interested in rigid hard plastic. They hurt my ears. I just want the earbuds with the little gel things. But one, I did not know that at the time. I did not know that at the time I bought these. And two, how could I not buy these? Look at them. They're awesome. Like I say, they're made in that transparent plastic that I like, except it's even more detailed here. You actually do get to see the little circuit board and the little drivers, and then it's done. What you can see is in a nice shade of green. And yeah, it just really looks futuristic and tech, just something that I really have to check out, even if I'm not going to enjoy it. Like Titan AE. Actually, no, that's a lie. I kind of like Titan AE. It's not the best of movies, but it's pretty fun. And then, all the stuff we've seen before. Open her up. And didn't we see this guy in the last one? Actually, no, I don't think we saw this guy in the last one, in the last Brookstone one. That is a terrible Photoshop job of these earbuds, though. That is, oh God, completely different resolution there. And it looks like they just cut off a little piece there to make it look like, to make it slightly look like it's in his ear, which it is so obviously not. No, that is not a good sign. Or maybe it is. Maybe the less money that they spent on their packaging, the more they actually pour into their product. Maybe. I don't know. No cord. Wait a minute. I did notice this lying around. Maybe this belongs to this. Well, I guess yeah, that's clearly USB-C. Is this USB-C? Maybe it just fell out when I was... Okay, now I'm curious. Does it say in the manual what comes with this? Yeah, it says it comes with a cable, so okay. I guess the first time I opened this, the cable just fell out, and that's why I had to use a different cable to charge it. So... okay, and yeah, just look at that. How can you pass these up? These just look so good. So they have nothing to hide. And like I say, rigid plastic again, but decent build. I kind of wish it was more translucent. I kind of wish that the front was just as translucent as the back, and that the light wasn't so bright that it's threatening to damage my camera. So... okay, let's just pop that back in, and yep, and then the LED indicator comes back on, and that's clear, even that's nice and retro futuristic, that like that little bubble screen that you see on older tech. And yeah, I am in love with the design of these. I really do love this design. Now, how do they sound? Yeah, not good. In fact, really not good. I believe back in the Five Below video, I compared a set of earbuds to listening to the sound on a cheap electronic toy, usually a knockoff toy that plays some pop song that they're not licensed to use. And yeah, these sound like that too. Maybe slightly better though. Instead of a cheap electronic toy, it's a cheap electronic speaker. Like somebody went to Five Below and got a little cheap portable speaker and put it on their table, and that's what you're hearing out of these. You're just passing by someone's table who has a little cheap electronic speaker, except it's in your ears. It's like right up against your ears. And maybe it's because I can't effectively tuck these into my ears, but there's practically no volume. There's no real sense of proximity. Everything just sounds far away. I had to turn the volume all the way up just to, well, get decent sound, get a decent sense of volume. I mean, the range was okay. Everything sounded okay. Just like I say, it sounded far away. Like they weren't even in your ears. You were listening to a cheap speaker on a table. Pretty much no bass, but like I say, it just sounds so far away that you don't really get, you just wouldn't get a bass feeling. The touch controls were surprisingly good. Touch controls were surprisingly responsive, and it was pretty easy to find where to touch them. There's like a little groove right here that's where the touch controls are. So that was pretty easy to locate as compared to other touch controls we've seen. Yeah, managed to play and pause and go to the next and previous video and control the volume. Pretty good touch controls, and that's pretty much all I can give these because, well, here's how the microphone sounds.
This is me recording on the Brookstone Sheer Sonic Translucent True Wireless Earbud.
Oh dear God, that might be the worst microphone we've had so far. Yeah, across all these videos, I think that might be the worst microphone for any of these. It's not bad enough that my voice keeps dipping in and out, but it has to have that electronic static in the background. Just a ooh, do not like that. Do not like that at all. So, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Brookstone. You tried so hard and these look awesome, but it's clearly a matter of looks over quality, and I just so I'm glad I picked you up. I'm glad I tested them just to see how they would test, but no, I do not recommend you get these at all. You know, unless you're making like a cheap sci-fi thing and you need something to serve as a communicator or something, in which case, yeah, just get these as a prop. Why not? And finally from Ross, because I definitely had to save these for last, Crush Air True Wireless Headphones, celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. Yes, these were released last year in 2024, so I guess that means that they're saying that hip-hop began in 1974, which, I'm gonna have to look up. Right, so based on the quick research I did, there's really no agreed upon year where hip-hop actually started. A lot of people say that it actually originated in the 60s, and then it didn't really go mainstream until like the late 70s with things like Rapper's Delight, songs like Rapper's Delight. So what I think they're pointing at is around 1973, 1974, and the work of DJ Kool Herc, who is considered the major pioneer in the hip-hop genre, introducing things like record scratching and such. So hey, well done, DJ Kool Herc. I have not heard of you up until this point, but it sounds like you are a person of importance. As for the rest of this packaging, it looks like we're just dealing with repackaged budget earphones. Like, I'm pretty sure that those are the Icon. I'm pretty sure that they're the Icon earphones that we keep seeing from Five Below, just given a bigger and slightly fancier package. Maybe they're not one-to-one. The bottoms look a little different. I do not know. That's just what it reminds me of. And unfortunately I don't listen to heavier rap or hip hop or anything, so I am not even going to try to guess the people who are on this case. I'm sorry. I think it's best that I don't even try, then I commit some kind of crime here. Okay, let's just open. Let's see. Oh, this is different. Product registration, huh? No, I don't think I've seen one of these with the. Okay, I've never seen one, so I'll just put it back and forget I ever saw it. And yeah, that just looks exactly like something else we've seen from Five Below. I'm sorry, I already returned all my Five Below earphones, so I don't have a direct comparison, but yeah, it's a little cheapo manual again. Nothing to say there. And of course we have the packaging with the little cord and the ear gels, one of which fell out, and I'm trying to fish back. Can't. Forget it. And then, here's the case. Here's the case and the earbuds. Okay, so maybe they changed the make a little bit, because I don't remember a sort of receded stem like this, or the stem being so round on the bottom. I don't know, like I say, I've seen so many earbuds by this point, it is hard to keep track of them all, so maybe we have seen something like this. Hey, looks aren't everything, and they really want to use these to celebrate the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, so they really want to make a statement. So let's see if these are a good indicator of the last 50 years of hip-hop. Well, maybe if we were paying tribute to Vanilla Ice. Okay, that's a low blow, I'm sorry. But, yeah, these are just your standard budget earphones. These are the quality that I've pretty much come to expect after doing that Five Below video. I mean, they are on the higher end of budget earphones. I could hear everything. It has a decent amount of treble, has a decent amount of range, has quite a bit of bass. Probably too much bass. The bass overpowered quite a bit of it. It was not mixed in well, and it just sounded very muffled, just brr, 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 brr. Which, I don't know, if you're listening to hip-hop with a lot of really deep bass, then these might be fine. I don't know. I don't listen to much hip-hop or rap or really a lot of genres. I'm just, I'm sorry, I'm a very vanilla person. I bet you couldn't tell. Touch controls were responsive. Like the last time, I just had to touch on the side here. Like, I didn't have to touch anywhere on the stick or anything, and it was responsive. I tapped it once to play and pause, and I tapped it twice to raise and lower the volume, and then 3 times brought up the voice assistant, which I don't use, so that didn't suit me any. So, but yeah, pretty good touch controls. Not always responsive, but a lot more responsive than a lot of the other ones we've seen. And then as for the microphone,
This is me recording on the 50th anniversary of Hip Hop Crush Air True Wireless Earphones.
yeah, and yet that still sounds better than the Brookstone ones we just saw. So I don't think so. I don't really know about these. I don't think I recommend them. Like I say, they are budget earphones. You can just go to Five Below and get these exact same earphones for $8. I mean, not as gussied up as these. Let's say not as impressive. Now you probably can't find them with gold paint and bragging that they commemorate the 50th anniversary of hip hop. But even still, that $13 price tag seems a little much, and comparable value $30. Where did they get that number? I would definitely not pay $30 for these. So no, I would not get these as earbuds. I would not get these for regular use earbuds. I mean, I don't know, if you really do want to support the 50th anniversary of hip hop, if you really do want to commemorate the fact, then okay, fine. I mean, you do you, I guess. Or maybe you just really want this dog tag that came with it. In fact, let's get that out of here really quick. It doesn't want to. It's like glued in there. I can't get it out. So, okay, I'm not even going to try that. I'm just going to... It is heavy, though. It is solid. It is metal, so that's good. Probably has a chain back there, so it's just something to latch onto the dog tag. So, I don't know, if you're just really crazy about dog tags or really crazy about culture, about this kind of culture, then, like I say, you do you, I guess. Me, I want to commemorate musical anniversaries by, actually being able to listen to that music. All right, now that we've finished cleaning out Ross, let's see what Walmart has in store for us, starting with Groove On. Yes, this seems to be the store brand for audio, so similar to the heyday audio equipment for Target and what we're going to get into for Smiths. Walmart seems to like to groove on with 2 N's. Yes, and so these are just called Groove On wireless sport earphones. And if I'm reading the receipt here correctly, they were $19.88, so they were about $20. So let's see what $20 gets us at Walmart. Well, first of all, it gets us IPX5 water resistant earphones, so that's a little more than what most of these earphones have given us. It also gives us 15 hours of playtime. Yeah, these are the kind of earbuds that you charge the earbuds. You don't charge a case that then charges the earbuds. You charge the earbuds directly. So if you're not worried about having a case on hand to charge your earbuds at any time, then you'll probably be fine. And then you lift the flap and you see a very badly... Well, okay, not very badly. I could believe that somebody is actually wearing the earbuds there. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. And then a whole bunch of other little blurbs, and that's what you're gonna get in the box, at least hopefully. I mean, I did buy these brand new, but even brand new, they're not guaranteed to have everything. A couple more blurbs on the back that we've seen so far. Lady with really big eyebrows there is enjoying them way too much. I don't know, is she the same ear as... No, that's clearly a man's ear. Yeah, so at least I got 2 people to pretend to like their product, and who knows, they might get a third. I might be one. Well, we'll just have to check it out. Okay, now, it's another one of these little carrying cases. Another one of these little zip-up kind of plush carrying cases that we saw with, what was the other one that had these? Oh yeah, those sport earbuds from the last video. That's not something that I want to be reminded of. But yeah, it is a nice case. It is a nice little carrying case. I do like it when they try to be a little ambitious with their charging cases and not just give us the regular hard plastic or even soft plastic as we've seen. So let's unzip it. And yeah, like I say, this isn't an actual charging case. It's just a case. So it is nice that they gave us a case to store our sports headphones in, that of course you have to crumple up to get to fit in there. And then here's the cord and the ear gels, just stuff we've all seen before. And then here's the sport headphones that I'm hoping I don't snap, because like I say, I don't like this kind of earphone where they're connected by a single wire between them, and that means that if you reach out in the wrong direction, if you suddenly need to slap your face or something because you got a fly on it or something, and your finger gets caught on one of the cords, then snap! Oh, well, I guess you got to go back to the store. Hope you kept the receipt. Hope you remembered to keep the receipt around. These are actually pretty, strangely built, like overly built sport headphones, in my opinion. They're I guess they are a reasonable shape and not the flimsiest ear hooks that we've seen. Can these come off? Not easily, and I don't want to try. But look at how far the bud protrudes. Look at how far the bud protrudes from the rest of it. So I don't know, that might be a good sign. Maybe all the audio is happening in here, and then they just have to push it out a little bit to make it reach the ears. I don't even know what I mean, but I'm hoping that it's still decent. And then we have two buds. We have two little buds, one for the outer ear and one for the inner ear, it looks like. And then where did I charge it? Right here. So this flap peels back to charge. Pretty self-explanatory. And then yes, physical buttons. Yay, physical buttons. I like physical buttons. I do not know what they do yet, but I will probably find out in just a second. So, all right, Walmart, you own practically everything else in the universe, so let's see if you own my ears too. Yeah, my ears got owned. Okay, but seriously, these are actually pretty good. Not great, but the quality was pretty crystal clear. I could hear most of the notes, and it sounded like I was in the same room, so that's always a good plus. Bass was pretty weak. Like, the bass was there, but it didn't really mix in well with the rest of the audio, and it was just kind of in the background. It was mostly just treble. And then when there were a bunch of voices in the song, it did kind of start to crackle. It did kind of start to kind of fuse together and become one big muffled mess, so not great. The hooks were strong enough, though, to hang onto my ears pretty well. The problem is I just felt very self-aware that I had things this big in my ears. Like, I just felt like I was in some kind of sci-fi movie from the 90s where everybody had these in their ears, and they were receiving secret instructions from the mother brain or something, and then they turned around and, I don't know, shot at Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. So yeah, they did make me feel really self-conscious, and they didn't really fit in my ears that well. Like I had to keep adjusting them to get them as deep into my ear canal as I could, and even then they were just kind of hanging out. Like I said, they hung into my ears fine, but they just didn't go deep enough into the canal to really give me the sound that I crave. So once again, I think that these are more geared for, say, audiobooks and podcasts and such. Like, if you want actual music, these aren't the way to go. But the sound is very clear, very crystal clear, especially for your $20. And like I say, like it shows, physical buttons. Yeah, so you push this one to play and pause the thing, and then these are of course volume controls. And if you hold down one for a second, like literally, then it goes to the next or the previous track. So yeah, honestly, for $20, and you're not that concerned about bass, you're probably just getting these to hear your favorite audiobooks, then I think these are probably worth your time. I think these are probably worth your time and money. I wanted to make some kind of pun about groove, but these didn't make me feel particularly groovy yet. All right, and then as for the microphone,
This is me recording on the Groove On wireless sport earphones.
yeah, not bad there either. Not particularly groovy, but competent. Maybe the next one in the line will help us find our groove with Groove On wireless neckband earphones. I mean, I'd rather have a neck band than a neck beard any time of the day, I'll tell you that for nothing. No offense to anyone who actually is proud of their neck beard. I just cannot see myself with facial hair. Okay, but yeah, these are the more professional type of earphones. Yeah, the other ones are for like running around at the gym and showing people that you are indeed a runner in the gym or the park or something and you're listening to something awesome. Whereas these are like what you wear when you're in a business setting and you're talking to people who have no idea what you're talking about and just wants to know why this weird light on their computer is blinking on and off and why they have 40 different copies of New Folder and why their laptop decided to disintegrate after they divided by 0 and, you know, all that sort of stuff. Let's see. Yep. Just the regular stuff. This one does offer us 24 hours of playtime, though. So, and this does cost the exact same as the other ones. So I don't know. What did they have to remove to give us those extra 9 hours? I guess we'll have to see. How did I open these? I opened them already. I know that. Okay, there we go. They opened from the bottom. Okay. And now they won't. Okay. Yep. Alright, these were an absolute pain to get out, so I'm hoping I can get them back in the box. No, they were an absolute pain to get out of the box and then into the box, and now I took them out of the box again, so let's hope I can get them back into the box. And, yeah, so there's the cord. Very rubbery neck. Yeah, I'm not too thrilled with that. That just feels like there's going to be something around my neck that I don't like, you know, like a snake. I do not like the feeling of a snake around my neck. Have I ever had a snake around my neck? I do not believe so. I have had friends who have had pet snakes. I do not believe that they put them around my neck, though. I don't know, I just don't like things touching my neck in general. But yes, here's the rubber stuff, and then here's the important stuff, the control stuff on the ends, and then of course the earbuds, the very bulky earbuds that, ooh, look at that, magnets. I like magnets. I like magnet attachments, you know, as long as they don't mess up the rest of the audio. Alright, let's see if these can help me explain to someone why they can't install Final Cut Pro on Windows 11. You know, honestly, I think I like these a bit more. It was pretty much the same audio clarity as the other ones, but I don't know. Maybe it's because they fit so much nicer on my ears. Maybe it's because they fit so much better on my ear canals. But there was actually quite a bit more bass. There was much more. Okay, not actually quite a bit more, but there was more bass. I could tell that there was more bass. It was actually kind of shaking my ear canals a little bit. I mean, it wasn't great bass, but it was there. It was much more obvious than the other ones. And then yeah, overall range is good. And yeah, like I said, like it shows here, it has it once again has physical touch controls, so that there was really no problem there either. I mean, it just play pause with that, and then you turn the volume. Come on, focus. You turn the volume with that, and if you hold it down for a little bit, then it goes to the next or the previous track, which the next track always worked. The previous track, I don't know, sometimes didn't work. I can't really explain it. And then yes, as it says here, as it says on the box, come on, focus, please. Yes, it has active noise cancellation. These earphones have active noise cancellation, and honestly, they fit so tightly on my ears that I didn't really need a noise cancellation. Like I had music playing on my computer right next to me at full blast, and I barely even heard it. But I did play with it, of course, and then so it actually took a little while for each mode to kick in. Like it would say transparent mode, but then nothing would happen for like another 2 seconds. But yes, transparent mode did happen, and it wasn't great. It did sound quite tinny hearing the ambient sound through these headphones. Like it sounded a lot better if I took out the earphones, but I think that goes without saying. And then normal mode, of course, just sounded like I had earbuds in my ears, like very tightly fitting earbuds. So like I say, the active noise cancellation wasn't really even necessary. And then we get to the active noise cancellation, and this is where it gets weird, because as soon as it switched to active noise cancellation, just something happened to my head. Like just all of a sudden, it felt like some major pressure was being put on my ears. It was tunneling right through my ears and squeezing my brain. Like I have never had that before with active noise cancellation. Just some sound that my brain did not like just started playing through the earbuds, and well, yes, it worked. Yeah, I could detect a lot less sound, but just something about how it was playing felt very, very uncomfortable, and I had to really quickly switch out of the mode. Otherwise, it just felt like my brain was going to melt, you know, what little of it there is. So while I'd say it actually has very good active noise cancellation, I don't recommend it for that reason. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just how my brain or eardrums or whatever are attuned, but that was just a very weird experience that I do not want to repeat. And then as for the microphone,
This is me recording on the Groove On wireless neckband earphones.
So it sounds clear. It sounds about as clear as the other one, maybe even a little bit clearer, but there's just something about the backing noise. It just sounds very staticky, and there's weird sounds playing in the background. I wasn't doing anything while I was recording this, so I don't know where those sounds, where those crackles came from. So yeah, I do not actually recommend you use this for tech support. But besides that, this is a pretty decent pair of headphones. The only problem, similar to the other ones, is that I just felt very self-aware having these around my neck. In fact, I had to keep swatting my neck because I felt something on my neck. It's just very distracting. And I don't know if I want to show off to the world that I'm wearing these while I'm at the gym and such. I mean, you know, it's the gym. I mean, who cares? But it just does not feel right to me. But, you know, your mileage may vary, so if you are looking for some pretty decent audio clarity and some active noise cancellation that hopefully will not melt your brain, then yeah, these are quite good. And probably more worth your $20 than the other ones. So yeah, I gotta admit, it's starting to feel a little groovy in here now. Will the Groove On wireless adjectiveless earphones be what ultimately take us on home? Well, I mean, with 48 hours of playtime, I hope it has something to offer. Let's see, another IPX5 waterproof, Bluetooth, and then you open it up, and that's what you get in the box, and that's also what you get in the box. You can actually see what you get in the box. A whole bunch of specifications up on here. Lady being way too interested in her smartwatch to notice that Bluetooth does not look like it's actually in her ear, or maybe it is, and I don't know. It's just kind of angled weird. Let's just open it and see if it latches onto me like an alien parasite or something. How did I get this open? I had got this open earlier, and now it's not. Okay, I had to get it open from the top here. All right, I got it open. I just had to slide something under the tab. I don't know. I thought I was dealing with like self-sealing tape again, or self-healing tape or something. And yep, ear gels, cord, case, very thick case, very big, nice big case. Ooh, I like that. And then open her up. We got some more sport headphones, so I'm not exactly expecting the best out of these, but maybe we'll get JLab quality. Who knows? They do have them on the left and the right this time. I mean, most of the time with these sport earphones, they have them right and left. I guess that's the only way that they could manage to fit them in. But you know, I guess it's just my OCD kicking in. I just like things in their proper place, or at least their recognized place. I don't know. Oh, very rigid ear hook. Okay, I like that. So let's put these in my ears and see if they impress me more. Well, color me impressed. In fact, color me very impressed. These are some of these are easily the best of the lot, and some of the best I've ever heard. Some of the best of across all the videos that I have heard. It is crystal clear quality. In fact, even surpassing the other two earphones that we just looked at. In fact, it's almost approaching JLab levels. Yeah, very nice. Bass is much improved. There's much more bass, much more better mixed in bass. Still not perfect though. The bass is still not perfect. In fact, I believe that I compared the bass of a previous earphone to sort of migraine bass, like it's just at that right frequency to make it feel like you have a headache. And that's how the bass on these felt. Now, strangely, it actually interpreted the bass in the second half of the song better than the first. So I don't know, maybe it just has to play a little bit more, get that burn-in going on. But yeah, when there were those sudden bass drops, yeah, I just flinched every time I heard them because they were just like boom, 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 like right in my brain, right in the middle of my brain, and I did not like that at all. It does have a good amount of spatial dynamics though. I ran a spatial dynamic test on it, and yeah, it sounded really good. I was definitely getting sound from everywhere. It did get a little muddy on things like spoken dialogue though, so they're not perfect. They're not like the JLabs over there, of course, but they are much better than a lot of other headphones, a lot of other earphones that I've tested with that video. And then, once again, physical buttons. I can actually touch the buttons. I can actually get them to click and have them control the volume and the skipping and bringing up the voice assistant that I don't really use. And it worked perfectly. I have absolutely no complaints there. I'll say it before and I'll say it again, physical buttons forever. And then as for the microphone...
This is me recording on the Groove On wireless earphones.
Yeah, pretty good there too. Couldn't really pick up the quieter sounds as heard with the pa 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 at the end there, but yeah, honestly, if you started talking to me using these, if we were on a phone conversation or something, I wouldn't mind hearing your voice coming out of these, yeah. Oh, and these cost $25, by the way. $5 more than the other two, but honestly, $5 more well spent. I'm gonna go so far as to say this is the best out of the line we have seen so far. This is the best one in this video so far, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it its own little pile to celebrate in. I'm gonna see if anything else comes close to the quality of these, because yes, honestly, I think we might have a winner for this video. Of course, like I say, we do have some JLabs coming up, so I guess we'll have to see how this holds up to the other JLabs. I mean, it still can't hold a candle to these JLabs, but the other ones, I guess we'll find out later. Alright, let's go from something that they're so proud of stocking that you have to ask an employee to open the glass cabinet to something that they just stock right next to the checkout in case somebody wants to make an impulse buy. Starting with ProBuds Volume 2 from... I don't see a distributor here. No, I don't see a company name this time. But yeah, those do look like familiar buds, don't they? I mean, they look like different familiar buds than the familiar buds that we've already seen, but yes, we have most definitely seen this shape in the Five Below video and probably since as well. But I can tell that they added a couple things, including the little carabiner there, which I'm glad that they're trying to give us our money's worth here, because this was also $20. And yeah, like I say, this just looks like this looks eerily similar to some earbuds from that budget video, so that is not boding well. I don't know, like I say, maybe it's different guts, or maybe they just put all that money into nicer casing, into, you know, just casing that you'll open up and discard and forget all about. Oh wait, they gave us a silicone sleeve and a neck strap. Okay, yeah, now it's worth $20. Yeah, now it's actually worth your money. Now, how did I get these open? Okay, it must be down here. For some reason, these open better at the bottom. No, okay, I didn't do it on the bottom this time, but okay. I don't know. I just cut the tape so finely here. I can't even see where I cut the tape, which, you know, hopefully will improve my chances of returning these. So yeah. Here's the case. Here's a silicone case. Silicone case does come off and just reveals the cheapo case that we're so used to seeing by this point. Not even a little button this time. Not even a little button to turn things on and off or connect them or whatever. And then, yeah, just slide it back in. Little carabiner. Stretchy. Don't want to break it. And unlike the AWA, we can have an easier time of putting them in and out, taking them in and out. Won't stay open though because it's so squishy. And then, yeah, the instructions and the cord and little neck strap here. Yeah, little neck strap that goes around the little stems. I don't want to wear this out, so I'll just put it back. And then the gel's in there as well. And then, as I say, very similar shape, very familiar shape that we've seen. Which earbuds kind of escapes me right now, but I don't know, like I say, maybe it's just the body and they improved the guts of it. Maybe they have improved high quality guts, but of course after those last three, they do have a lot to live up to, so I don't know. Let's see if they live up to it. Alright, good news. Familiar shape, better components. Yes, the audio quality is much improved over other earbuds that have shared a very similar shape to these. In fact, I'll even go so far as to say they sounded a little bit better than the Sport headphones, than the first Groove On Sport headphones. Like, they had about the same quality and a little better bass. The bass was a little better. Not much more, but still noticeable. And it wasn't like migraine bass, like the Sport, like the other... Oh, Jesus, this is gonna get confusing. Like these had. Also, this has the most enthusiastic Bluetooth announcer I have ever heard. Like, practically everything you did with these earbuds, the lady, the female voice would say, like, battery at 100%, ProBuds connected, ProBuds disconnected, ProBuds pairing. Like it sounded like she was gonna start singing, I'm gonna soak up the sun at any moment. It was just so... I mean... just sounded so innocent. Like, these are almost worth getting just for how friendly the voice is, I tell ya. And yeah, even the touch controls are really good. In fact, when you find the place where you need to tap, it lets you know by giving a little bit of a click. And interestingly, and probably most helpfully, though it does take a little bit of getting used to, everything takes multiple clicks to pull off. Like, even if you're just trying to start and stop the video, you have to click it twice, which I guess technically does help. I mean, you don't want to take these out of your ear or adjust them in your ear and accidentally skip to the next song or get the audio to a level that you don't want. So honestly, that does help. That is a helpful feature. So yeah, absolutely no problems with the touch control. Just for fun, I did run a spatial test on it, and it didn't really pick up much. It didn't have much spatial range. I mean, the dialogue came through no problem. It had no problem spoken dialogue, but did not give me that in the room type of feeling. And then as for the microphone,
This is me recording on the ProBuds V2 wireless earbuds.
yeah, okay, that probably carried over from the budget version of this, but on the whole, I'm actually quite impressed. I mean, it's not the best audio quality I've ever heard, but it is impressive audio quality. It is most definitely $20 worth. And like I say, they give you a little silicone case and a little carabiner. Take them wherever you want. Now, the only problem, the only thing that really holds this back is that there is very obvious stereo hum. There is when you put them in and you turn them on, then there is a very obvious hiss in the background, like cheap microphone hiss, like sss. Now, it's not horrible, and if you're listening to something, then it is hard to make out, but it is there. So it's still, I guess it's a little worse than the other $20 options that we've seen at Walmart. Also, no active noise canceling, but honestly, I'm surprised the neckband even had that. So, I don't know. I mean, if you need some earbuds and you see these at right next to the checkout at Walmart, which is exactly where I found these, then it's not a bad impulse buy. There are better options in the store if you want to bother to go to the back of the store and get the employee to unlock the case and everything. But if you just need earbuds right then and now, you could do a lot worse than this. You could do a lot better, but on the whole, these are much better than their shape, than their repeated shape would have you believe. Can we say the same about the other one that you can also find next to the checkout for $20? And that also does not have an obvious distributor on it. They're just called true wireless earbuds with charging case. I guess we'll have to see. Now, what makes me excited about these is that they look very similar to something else, to another type of earbud that I am also very familiar with. Yes, they look, in fact, actually, let's open the box first before I really go into that. But yes, just regular stuff. We only have IPX4 waterproof, but like I say, I'm not exactly going to be wearing these at the bottom of a pool, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now we'll open the box. Ugh. Not much in the way of packaging, but that's fine. We got the little gels. Yep, little gels, little cord. I thought this had something else in it. Oh, there's the instructions, of course. Actually, you know, let's look at the instructions for a second. Let's see if we can find a distributor. No, I'm not seeing a distributor. Oh well, worth a shot. Can I get them back in? Okay, we're good. Yeah, this is what you all come for, isn't it? Okay, anyway, here's the case. Very nice case, very thick, and Yeah, you can definitely tell that there's something there. This is $20, really? Like this is even more sturdy than the $25 case. I like. Now, getting back to what I was talking about. Almost exact replica. Like, I'm almost thinking, I wonder if so this is actually a little bit of an older Powerbeats Pro that I ordered because it seemed to be the only thing that I could find that would pair with the other Powerbeats Pro, because like I say, I had problems with the left one of these. In fact, this hasn't even been fully charged, but I digress. But I'm wondering if they took the guts out of the older Powerbeats Pro and changed the case around a little, and maybe these are like older Powerbeats Pros that they're just selling off for $20. That is a theory. Another theory is that they just copied the design off of the Powerbeats Pro and changed a couple things around just to skirt a lawsuit, and then they just filled this with the cheapest junk you can think of. But that is something that I'm wondering. That is something that I'm really excited to see. I wonder if these are as good as this. I guess we can only hope. And yeah, of course, the case isn't as well. I mean, I don't know. Which one would you say is the better case? Would you prefer the earphones to be lying down flat or to be kind of angled like that? I don't know. But it is, like I say, it is a nice, sturdy, heavy case. So that is some quality there. I don't know. Maybe all the money just went into making the case. But all right. Let's stop being overly excited over something that hasn't been proven yet. And okay, not as good ear hooks as the Powerbeats Pro, but still pretty rigid, still pretty fitting, kind of like the other sports headphones over there. No, I'm sorry, the wireless earphones. Like I say, this is going to be confusing. Okay, I am going to stop rambling and actually test these and see if they even remotely resemble Powerbeats Pro. So I want to say yes, but not really. No, I ran the same tests. I listened to one and I listened to the other. I ran the videos that I usually use, and no, the Powerbeats Pro still has much more dynamic sound. Like, I used the spatial sound test that I used for the earbuds that I think are important enough to use the spatial sound just to see if their audio range really is that impressive. And no, this had a much harder time picking up anything dynamic. This had much more dynamic sound, much more spatial sound, and this just sounded like, I don't want to say regular earbuds, but higher quality than usual earbuds, but it still didn't pick up everything around the room, everything that the video was trying to give me. So no, it doesn't secretly have Powerbeats Pro parts in it. In fact, I'm pretty sure that they just took the same parts, somewhat of the same parts from the ProBuds V2 and just put them in a different case, because that's almost what these sound like. Unfortunately, right down to the annoying stereo hum in the background. Yeah, honestly, I couldn't tell a single difference between these and the V2. Maybe better bass, maybe slightly better bass than the other ones. But otherwise, yeah, they just sound like those earbuds, but with little sport hooks for people who prefer to wear their headphones like that, their earphones like that. But I will give them a major point, because they do have physical buttons. They do it on both of them even, and they work. They're a little rubbery. They're not as pleasant to feel as other physical buttons that we've found, but there are different buttons. There are separate buttons, and of course they do different things. You know, this raises the volume, lowers the volume, and it's the same on either earphone. This plays and pauses, and then if you hold down the volume buttons, then they go back and forth between track lists. So yeah, really like that. We'll always have something, well, we'll hopefully always have something positive to say when it comes to physical buttons. Hi, this is EC Infinity from the future. Originally, I had a rant here about how the microphone on these earbuds was faulty. About how when I tried to record stuff, that somehow it stopped recording right in the middle of the soundbite and then started recording again. In fact, when I was using the earbuds, I could quite audibly hear it disconnecting and then reconnecting. The tones would tell me that it had disconnected and then reconnected. And then when I went back and listened to the soundbite, then yes, it had stopped recording right in the middle. So I was trying to point that out. However, somehow, I do not know how, but when I transferred the soundbite to my computer from my phone, it sounded all right. In fact, here's how it sounds.
This is me recording on the true wireless earbuds.
So yeah, the microphone's not good, but at least it recorded okay. I don't know what happened in the first place to make it sound like it did, but now everything's okay, I guess. So if you want to record with this, though I don't know why you would, then I guess you can. So there goes that point. We now return to the ZC Infinity of the past. So I guess on the whole, I would recommend them as much as I would recommend the V2 earbuds, you know, as long as you're not planning on getting any recording done. And as long as you can put up with this crazy case, which like I say, you got to close the lid to have it charge, except you're not even sure if it's charging or not, because sometimes they're not even lined up, and sometimes, yeah, one will stop charging before the other. Also, something weird while I had these connected to my phone is that sometimes the video just wouldn't play for a while. Like the video, it's like my phone was just desperately trying to establish a connection with these and just keeping the video on hold until it could establish a connection. I just have not had, again, I have not had that problem with other earbuds, so all right, I guess on the whole, I would sadly have to place this lower than the V2 earbuds. I mean, they're a great design, fit comfortably around my ears, have great physical buttons, pretty good audio. Not crazy good, but $20 good. But in terms of functionality, in terms of getting it to do what you want it to do, when you want it to do it, then yeah, I would go with the V2 earbuds. So yeah, so close, true wireless earbuds, so close, but you almost had me fooled. You almost had me think that I got something of exceptional quality even, but yeah, sadly you just fell flat on your face, like, you know, a 5-year-old knocking you off the shelf right next to the checkout. So let's go back to that glass case up in electronics and hope that there's an overworked employee around who hopefully has enough time to open that case and let you pick out something of hopefully a little bit more quality, such as Skull Candy Totally Wireless Essential. Now, is that what they're called, or are they called the Jib True XT2? Honestly, I kind of like Totally Wireless Essential more. Like, Totally Wireless Essential, bro. And I'm trying to do the rock symbol here. I'm sorry if that's coming across as incredibly rude, but yeah. Okay. So yeah, Skull Candy. We did some Skull Candy in the last video where I found some Skull Candy Dime, I believe it was. And they were actually pretty high quality earbuds for what they were. I mean, the plastic quality wasn't exactly anything to write home about, but yeah, the audio clarity, yeah, was quite good. So if those were like around $20 so, well then what would $40 ones sound like? Yes, this cost about $40, $39.88 to be exact. So let's hope those extra $20 are going into something else. Okay, we've got 33 hours total battery, control music, use either bud, water resistant. Well, so far this just sounds exactly like everything else we've looked at, but I don't know, I've been surprised before, I can be surprised again. That's all I really have to look forward to in life anymore, just surprises. You know, good surprises, hopefully, but that's what just keeps me living. Okay, and then there's the cord, the little micro USB cord. So and I think this is one of the few things that still uses micro USB, I'm sorry, and then the gels right there, ear gels. And then the case, very interestingly designed case, very sturdy, a whole lot of battery to it. Body. I mean, I hope that there's a lot of battery to this. It says 33 plus hours charge. I mean, the JLab over there boasts 70 plus hours, but I don't know. Like I say, if it's high quality, then I can handle a low battery. Yeah, it looks like this has the exact same thing as the other ones, as the ones we just looked at, where you have to close the lid to get it to start charging, which is just weird in my opinion. Why can't it just start charging at the minute you put the earbuds in? I don't know. Let's just put the earbuds in my ears and see what they charge in there. Oh wow, these are really thick. Yeah, these are really, I hope that means they put a lot of stuff in here, a lot of dynamic sound in there. Ooh, Let's also hope I can get them to fit. So yeah, like I said, let's put them in my ears, see what they charge. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not impressed. I mean, okay, in its defense, it sounds good. In fact, I'll even go so far as to say it sounds really good. Has a clearly large range, a great amount of treble, a great amount of bass, some great dynamic sound. Like I even ran that spatial sound thing, the spatial sound test, and it picked up most of it. Not as much as the Powerbeats Pro or even the JLab did, but it picked up quite a bit of it. It did feel decently immersive. However, for the most part, it just sounds like sound that we've gotten from things $20 less than this. Like, it sounds almost exactly like the Groove on wireless earphones, and that was only $25, and this is $40. So yeah, I'm not really seeing that $40 quality here. In fact, I'll even go so far as to say these have a major flaw over the Groove on wireless earphones. Now, you know how I've been gushing over physical buttons, right? Like, I prefer physical buttons over the touch. Well, this is the first one where, sadly, it broke my heart. So yes, it has physical buttons. It has physical touch buttons that you tap to make it do stuff, to raise and lower the volume and go back and forth on videos and all that stuff. Except they're so receded in here and they require so much force to get to that it actually hurts your ears to try and tap the button. Like, these go quite deeply into your ear canal, so if you want to use the button to control the volume or the track list or anything, then you have to press so hard that it buries deeper in your ear canal and basically touches your eardrum, and that hurts. So yeah, it's that major flaw alone that keeps me from recommending these. And then as for the microphone quality,
This is me recording on the Skull Candy Jib True XT2 wireless earbuds. Pop, 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 pop.
okay, that's actually not bad, but still nothing to write home about. So yeah, I'm sorry, Skull Candy. I know I was praising you. I know I was praising one of your products in the last video, but when you step up a little bit, you're getting everything you offer handed back to you by your cheaper competitors. So no, I'm sorry. Let's just go ahead and bury this skull where nobody can find it. Okay, I'm sorry, I misread the receipt. The Skull Candy was not $39.88, it was $30.88, so it's $31 of quality. But we have still seen better quality in cheaper products, so yeah, my criticisms still stand. Now, speaking of JLab, let's finally check back in on them. Yes, it's another JLab product. All right. Let's see how one of their other products stacks up to the Epic Air earbuds here. I mean, probably not as good. I mean, like I say, these went for like $60 or more back in the day, you know, before Generation 3 came along. And then these were $39.88. These were almost $40. So I'm going to guess that they don't give as good quality, but that they're going to give some quality. They're probably going to give some of the best quality that we've seen. Hopefully. So yes, like I say, this is JLab, and these are J-Buds Mini True Wireless. Yes, these are very tiny earbuds, as you can see by that case. So hopefully they work better than the mini earbuds that we saw in that Five Below video. Hopefully. And then, of course, I have to play with these. Are these app... Yeah, okay, they connect to the app. And then that's all the stuff that they come with. And this actually comes with a separate USB cable. Well, it's still USB-C, but you have to use this cable to plug into the case to get it to charge, as opposed to the other cases where they just come with their own cables. And yes, we will be seeing other JLab products, but for now, this is the only one that I found at Walmart. At least the only one within the price range I was going for. So, okay, let's set this aside, and as we see with the case, it's actually quite nice. It's very teeny, like I say, but it also has a little hook that you can put on your key ring. Very handy, very handy. And then in there, yeah, I don't want to open this because it took me forever to open it up and then to pack it all back in and put it in the box. In fact, this was like the only one that I could actually get to pack fully in. It's a nightmare to pack back together. In fact, when we do get to the other JLab ones, I did not bother to even put them back in the case. So this is the only one that I bothered to put back in the case. And I don't want to take anything out that I don't have to. But yes, this also has the cable in there and gel cushion tips and, you know, just stuff we've already seen. And now here are the earbuds. Boop. Yes, very tiny. Okay, well, not very tiny, not like the tiniest we've seen, still bigger than those mini earbuds, but still, yeah, these feel like they're gonna get lost in my ears if I'm not careful. In fact, that earbud right there, that earbud just looks like it can swallow the rest of it up. Well, that was frustrating. I mean, not the earbud quality, but just the fact that I couldn't get these to work right. So I kept trying to pair these with my phone, but for some reason, my device only recognized each individual earbud. They would not pair with each other. Only the left could connect or only the right could connect. And so I couldn't get stereo. I couldn't get them both in at the same time, both to function at the same time. And I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that works. I mean, I did do a factory reset. I did do a reset on the earbuds, and I cleared all the data that I got from first pairing them, and then I just kept trying that over and over again, just reset them a couple times, and no, nothing, absolutely nothing. These earbuds will not work with each other. Though once again, that's probably just a technical issue. That's probably just something that these specific earbuds are having a hard time doing. In fact, I don't know, maybe apparently this was previously owned, so I don't know, maybe the owner did something to them. Maybe they screwed something up, or maybe they replaced an earbud with another earbud that's not supposed to pair with this earbud, which is frustrating because the Powerbeats Pro, as I learned, you can pair different earbuds together. I mean, like I showed, I have a completely different Powerbeats Pro to pair with the right one, and now hopefully the battery issue that I've been having is solved. But apparently you can't do that with JLab? At least not with these? I don't know, but that just means that I can't give as fair a review. Now, from what I could tell, yeah, honestly, the quality is pretty much like that. Is pretty much exactly like the JLab Epic Air earphones, whatever. A great amount of treble, great amount of bass. Everything was mixed together very well. And then, yeah, like these, it has a whole bunch of app functions. You can equalize stuff on the app, and you can switch from music mode to movie mode. It can probably do a couple other things if both earbuds would actually connect. It didn't sound as full. It didn't sound as full as those, though. It didn't sound as dynamic. In fact, I did try to run that spatial sound test on these as well, but since everything was only coming out of one earphone, it was really hard to gauge how much it could actually pick up. So, and then of course, yeah, the touch controls worked just fine, and like these, you can fully customize what the touch controls do. And then as for the microphone,
this is me recording on the J-Buds Mini True Wireless. Pa, 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 pa.
Yeah, sounds just fine in that department as well. Not great quality, but good quality. So honestly, since I don't feel like I can give a fair conclusion about these earbuds, and I'm probably not going to go back to the store and get another one because I don't want this to continue. I don't want this look to continue. I think I've beaten this dead horse so far into the ground it's reached China. So I'm just going to go ahead and disqualify this one. I'm not going to recommend this nor not recommend this. I mean, from what I hear, they're pretty good, but don't take my word for it. And as our last item of what I found at Walmart, well, it turns out that JLab might have a competitor. Introducing JBL Harman Vive Buds. Yes. Focus, please. Yes, JBL Harman Vive Buds. Perfect fit. I will put that to the test. Smart ambient hands-free calls, 32 hours, Now, why I'm saying these are a competitor to JBL... No, I'm sorry, not JBL, JLabs. This is Oh, that's going to get confusing. But why I'm saying this is a competitor to JLabs is because they also have an app. Yes, they also have an app where you can connect these earbuds and play with them and find an equalizer and touch control that you like. And then, yeah, a whole bunch of specifications on the back. And they really want you to know that they have some deep bass and pure fun. Ooh, I will most definitely be putting that to the test. Girl who's having way too much fun outside, except she's not even wearing the earbuds, so I don't know what she's excited about. Actually, what is that hand? She's excited that she grew a new hand. That must be it. So, yep, we're gonna have to test these next to the JLab here and see which one has the better app experience. Now, this is something that I've also never come across. Well, at least not come across yet. So the charging case does not have a lid. Like, you just put the earbuds straight in the case. There is no lid. There's no closing lid, which I would honestly consider a bit of a design flaw. I mean, you are going to be taking these around. You are going to be having these in your pocket. So what if something brushes against them to make them fall out? I mean, it looks like there's a fairly strong magnet keeping them in, but like I say, these can brush against anything. You know, you can just have them next to your keys or something, and then you fumble around looking for your keys, and your keys accidentally knocks one of them into your pocket, and then the next time you reach into your pocket, you grab something, and you accidentally knock the earbud out, and then you don't even notice that it's missing until you get home, or some scenario like that. So, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm sorry. Yeah, we've basically seen this shape of earbud many times before. And just like the JLabs, the JBL rudely interrupt my recording if I dare to take them out of the case, so not doing that again. Still, that gave me an opportunity to take them out of the case and download the app and test them a little bit, and yeah, these are really freaking good. Like, most definitely competitors to JLab. Like, I ran the tests, I ran the music video, I ran the spatial awareness, and it passed. It passed with flying colors. These are just fantastic. Now, I would still argue that these JLab earphones are still better. They have better, richer, dynamic sound. But these are traditionally like $60 or more, and this is $40, so I wish the mini earbuds were working so that I'd have a more fair comparison. But you know, from what I could tell, from what I could test, I think that these are absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I downloaded the app, and it's very similar to the JLab app. They also have an equalizer and custom touch sensitivity, custom touch prompts. You can find your device. You can control ambient sound, which honestly, these might do ambient sound. These might do noise canceling and transparency and such a little better than these, a little better than the JLab ones right here. I don't know, the microphone functionality for when I was listening to transparency, to the transparent setting, was just so much better. It actually sounded a lot more like the video was playing right next to me, which, okay, technically it was, but it sounded more like it was there through these earbuds as it was when I wasn't wearing the earbuds, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And then they also have a couple other modes that I didn't see for the JLabs, like you can switch between music and movie mode, like apparently that fixes lag, and you can also switch between ambient sound and talk-through sound, depending on if you want to hear more of the environment around you or if you want to hear the people actually talking to you. So yeah, a couple options that JLab does not offer. I did enjoy the JLab app a little more though, because when I tried the JBL app, it was very slow and very choppy. Like, it took forever. It took forever to even find the buds that I was looking to pair up with, and scrolling through everything just slowed everything to a crawl. And then the earbuds would constantly have to regain connection if I changed any of the settings, and I just didn't have any of those problems with the JLab earbuds. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could argue that the JBL app does more than the JLab, but it's just so much of a hassle to get to what you need to do that in the end, is it even worth it? Still, yes, on the whole, if I had discovered JBL before I discovered JLab, then JBL would be my absolute favorite, would be my current favorite, the absolute pinnacle of what I recommend you get. And I still recommend you get them. I mean, they are only about $40, which is about what the other premium JLab earphones are. So I guess, I don't know, I guess just get a $40 JLab and a $40 JBL and pick your poison. Oh, and as for the microphone,
This is me recording on the JBL Vibe Buds.
yeah, like JLab, I guess I can't have everything. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and set these aside as one of the best that we have seen throughout this look. And so well done, JBL. I'm probably still going to accidentally call you JLab a couple times during this look. Or, I don't know, maybe you are JBL, I mean, JLab. Maybe you're owned by the same company and you're just under two different names for, I don't know, rights issues or something. I don't know, anti-monopoly sentiment. Who knows? And now that we're done with Walmart, let's see what Smith's has to offer us, which could technically be considered the main part of this video because, well, I found a freaking lot at Smith's. Starting with more from Skull Candy. Yes, smokin' buds this time. Yes, I got 2 Skull Candies from Smith's, and this is the $19.99 option. And honestly, as we've seen, Skull Candy has given us pretty consistently high-quality audio devices. In fact, I think one of the very first headphones I ever bought were Skull Candy. I think that when I was just starting to get into music, like way back when, one of the very first pair of earphones I ever got, no, headphones, I'm sorry, they were actually headphones. One of the very first pair of headphones I ever got were from Skull Candy. Now, of course, I don't remember how they sounded, but they must have left some kind of lasting impact on me. So let's see. Yeah, kind of boring box. Not really anything that points out what they're like. So let's just open her up. Instructions, cord. Oh, this is like a regular, oh, is that Oh, it's USB-C. Huh. This isn't what the other Skull Candies did. They gave us that interesting, different micro USB cord with where like the metal part is missing and it's just like the white part, except it's black with the copper connections. I'm sorry, I don't know how to put it, but this does not look like the standard Skull Candy thing. In fact, the cord itself feels really cheap. The cord feels like it's melting. The cord just feels like it's coming off on my fingers. I do not like that. I don't. I'm sorry. Let's see. And then then we got the ear gels on the sides there, and in this little paper we have the case, and the buds are not sticking through it. I kind of missed that. I kind of liked that with the dime ones, so this is just kind of a regular charging case with the Skull Candy skull on there, of course. Kind of interesting design though, kind of like split down diagonally to open. And then when we do open it, yep, basically what we've come to expect. I'm sure that we've seen these buds, the shape of bud before. And well, let's see what they do. And what they do is be some of the best earbuds we've seen so far. No, seriously, these are really freaking good. Like, the audio is just really balanced, great amount of range, not as great amount of range as, like, the more premium option. I mean, I did run the spatial test on these, and yeah, I did hear some of the dynamic sounds, but not all of them, not as many as, say, the JLab. But for normal music, for normal podcasts, yeah, it sounded great. Great amount of treble, great amount of bass. In fact, these have a bass boost. Yes, if you tap the things, I might as well get into this right now. So, sadly, no physical button like the other Skull Candy ones. You do have to tap these. However, it is very responsive. The tap sensors are very sensitive, very responsive. And when you press them, you get a tone which ascends depending on how many times you tap it, so you know what you're going to get after you tap it. So, you know, you tap it once and you play and pause the video, and then you tap it twice to raise the volume, you tap it 3 times to lower the volume, and then you tap it 4 times to get into the equalizers. And you can switch between bass boost and podcast mode and music mode. And of course, the podcast mode makes the spoken dialogue more apparent. And yeah, each mode is really good. They really do stand out, especially the bass boost. Oh, the bass is just, whether you're listening to regular bass or the bass boost, it's just so well mixed in, doesn't overpower everything else. And yeah, the bass boost really does shake things up, really does give you a sensation of bass in your ears. Yeah, on the whole, it's just really good audio quality. I mean, maybe a little muted compared to the higher end, higher dynamic earbuds we've looked at. But, you know, just for regular music, these are perfectly fine. Heck, they're above fine. They're really good. And then as for the microphone...
This is me recording on the Skull Candy Smokin' Buds wireless earbuds. Pa, 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 pa.
Well, hot damn, that's some of the best we've heard as well. In fact, that's almost recording quality good. That's almost something I could hear somebody actually recording a video with, or at least having a phone call with. Yeah. So, in fact, I'm gonna go so far as to say that these $20 earbuds are better than the $40 ones. I mean, okay, maybe these have slightly better dynamics, but not enough to really make that much of a difference. So, yeah, honestly, if you're gonna get some Skull Candy earbuds, get the Smokin' Buds. These are really freaking good, and only $20. So yeah, well done, Skull Candy, well done. You have once again proven yourselves to be candy for my skull and everything in between. Also from Skull Candy for $20 are Wireless Simplicity. Yes, or maybe they're called Jib Plus. So they're kind of like the other Jib ones, the ones for $40 that are the Jib True XT2, except not as much that, I guess. But yes, these are also designed to be more sport earphones. Yes, they're in that design that I keep saying that I don't like. Though, I don't know, the Groove On ones are starting to change my mind in that case. They are starting to make me realize that yes, there is a little bit more quality to them than I give them credit for. Though, once again, they're just way too easy to snap off in my opinion. So yeah, I'm still not crazy about them. I'm still not crazy about the design. And then yeah, just regular stuff on the back, some contents. That's what you get in there. Oh, what's this? Oh, interesting. I did not know that Skull Candy was so local to my area. Park City, that's only about an hour away from me. So I guess that's why I keep seeing Skull Candy around here. Huh, I did not know that. I legitimately did not know that. So that's kind of interesting. All right, let's open her up, hopefully without ripping the box. Oh, we got a plastic tray this time. Yep, and we got your standard Skull Candy USB, micro USB cord this time with some gels, user guide, and then very carefully take these out. Hopefully do not disconnect the cord. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. You can very easily break the things just from taking them out of the packaging. You can very easily just accidentally disconnect the cord. Okay, that's one. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Come on. Okay, got it. Got it in the end. All right, and then what do we have? So yeah, once again, it's a strap with two little boxes this time. Did the Groove On ones have two little boxes? Now I don't remember, but yes, we got one that's I guess just ensures you have better audio quality in both of them, and then we have this one that's yay physical buttons. I do like physical buttons, and then once again, that's where you plug it in and charge it, and yeah. So, and then we got the earbuds. We got the earbuds right here. The easy out, these little easy out gel handles, I guess we could call them. Can you remove them? Yes you can, but I am not going to. I am going to keep them on as much as I can, keep them mint, because I'm probably going to be sending these back as well, and I don't want to mess anything up. But I will put them in my ears and see how they sound. Yeah, they're pretty good too. Pretty much the same audio quality as the Smokin' Buds. Everything was very crystal clear, great range, great treble. Not as crazy about the bass. I mean, the bass was okay, but once again, it just approached that migraine bass that I like to talk about, where it's not so much booming as throbbing, and comes very close to giving you a headache. So once again, I don't recommend you listen to anything bass heavy with these when you actually do have a headache or migraine or anything. And it's for that reason, plus the fact that the other one has some pretty nice equalizers, that I do like the Smokin' Buds better. I think that the Smokin' Bud ones are the better for your money. I mean, like I say, these both cost $20. At least they cost $20 to me. I don't know, your store may vary. And then of course, physical buttons, they were very easy to figure out. This plays and pauses it. This turns the volume up and down, and then you hold either button to go to the next or the previous track. And then as for the microphone,
this is me recording on the Skull Candy True Simplicity wireless earbuds.
Ooh, huge downgrade after the last earbuds. Ooh, wow. So yeah, honestly, I think that if you just find these, then they are great. I think we've just discovered that you really can't go wrong with Skull Candy. I mean, yes, they can be overpriced, but the audio quality across the board is just going to be some of the finest you'll ever hear for pretty much any price. So honestly, if you just come across these and you can't find, say, the Smokin' earbuds, then yeah, go ahead and get these. I think they're worth your $20. Yep, once again, more candy for my skull. I'm sorry, I don't have any other jokes to make concerning this brand, because I think we've realized by this point that this brand is not a joke. Alright, so we've seen what $20 Skull Candy has to offer, we've seen what $40 Skull Candy has to offer, we've technically seen what $15 Skull Candy, I guess, in the last video has to offer. But what about $30? Well, I guess we'll get that question answered with Dime 3. Yes, we looked at regular Dime in the last video, and I did see Dime 2 at Walmart. I was tempted to pick those up, but then I figured out I already found Dime 3, so that just sounded redundant. Though technically, when it comes to Skull Candy quality, I'm kind of hoping for redundant. I am kind of hoping for pretty much the same quality or better across the board, which is basically what we've been getting, so. Alright, anything that I need to know about? No, it's just basically the exact same case as the Dime ones, so I'll just open her up. Let's see if the quality of the plastic has improved somewhat, at least. Let's see. It's just a regular micro USB thing as well, and it once again, it just feels like it's kind of melting in my hands. Yeah, don't like that. Don't like that at all. Yep, it's basically the exact same case structure as the original Dime. It has the earbuds poking out of the top, and I don't know, maybe the plastic is a little different. Maybe the plastic is a little higher quality than the other ones, than the other dime ones, because like I say, the plastic quality felt like they belonged to like a toy truck or something, just something for little preschoolers. I don't know, it just gave me thoughts of kids' first earphones or something, which, you know, like I say, if you got those headphones for your kids for their first headphones, then that's probably a good idea. That's probably a good investment. Yes, the earbuds themselves honestly feel pretty good. The earbuds do feel better. Do they also have a clicky button here? Click, click, click. Yes, okay, they also click the button. So, okay, let's see how they sound. Let's see if they sound a little better than the dime ones. Well, that was actually surprisingly disappointing. I mean, it had mostly the same range, the same kind of treble and bass and such as the Smokin' Buds, but slightly worse. The sound sounded a little harsher, just sounded a little more muted and distorted, I guess is the best way that I can put it. And honestly, the range wasn't even that much more different than the Smokin' Buds. I couldn't tell anything. And yeah, I did do that spatial test as well. I couldn't tell a difference between these and the Smokin' Buds. And like I say, these are like $10 more than those. The touch controls work. Like I say, they're practically the exact same as the Smokin' Buds. Just tap once to start and stop the video, tap twice to raise the volume, tap 3 times to lower the volume, and then 4 times turns on the equalizer, which, like I say, even the Smokin' Buds just I think has a better equalizer. It just sounds clearer with the equalizer from the Smokin' Buds than it does with the Dime 3. I don't know. And then they also have the exact same problem as the $40 Skullcandy earbuds, where the physical buttons work. I have no problems there, but they're so receded that you really have to tap on them to get them to respond, to get them to register, and that shoves the earbud more into your ears, and that hurts. So this is the second time that physical buttons have just kind of failed me. In fact, I kind of got used to the touch sensitivity, to the touch controls on the Smokin' Buds. I think that actually works better than these physical buttons. I mean, if you want to put the physical buttons on like a little control panel like we saw with those sport earbuds, that would be fine, but just how they positioned the physical buttons on these does not feel right. And then as for the microphone,
This is me recording on the Skullcandy Dime 3 wireless earbuds.
okay, microphone's pretty good. Like I say, it's just the Smokin' Buds. In fact, that's basically what I recommend. I don't see the sense of getting the Dime 3 when the Smokin' Buds are just as good, if not better. If you find the Smokin' Buds, which are $20, then I recommend you get those instead of these, which are $30. So, yeah, sorry, Skullcandy. I think your desire to have high quality across the board has kind of shot you in the foot this time. I don't see the sense of buying your $30 earphones when the $20 ones work just as well, if not better. And actually, because this is probably the last time I'm going to be talking about Skullcandy, I should probably bring this up. So, you know how the V2 earbuds had the most enthusiastic Bluetooth announcer? These have the least enthusiastic. Like when I was connecting them, like they didn't actually have that much of a voice. It was mostly just tones and such. But when the voice did come on, it was just like connecting, pairing, power off. Like I quickly scribbled down some words on a Post-it note and gave them to like the producer's 15-year-old goth daughter and just told her to quickly read them off and she'll get $5. And it's just didn't exactly make me enthused to use their product is what I'm saying. I mean, like I say, the quality was pretty high, but the announcer had a little bit of attitude. But how much attitude will we get from the Helix Air Wireless Bone Conduction headphones? Yeah, I'm kind of breaking my rule here again. I said that I just wanted to look at earphones and the little gel-tipped earphones, but these are more the air conductor ones. Which, once again, I did not know. I did not know when I was getting these. I just knew that the employee waiting on me was losing their patience, so I really quickly had to find all the earbuds that I could reasonably afford that I really wanted to feature, so I probably didn't look as far into these as I should have. But yeah, you know, there's a guy right there having the earphones right outside his ear because apparently they're just that good. I mean, he seems to be enjoying them. Tune in while hearing your surroundings. Well, when I put in earbuds, I kind of want to tune out, you know? Track control buttons, ergonomic over-ear design, just basically stuff we've seen. Are those specifications? Yes, they are. All right, let's open her up. Let's just get this one out of the way. This is probably, like I say, I'm probably just going to disqualify these because they're not exactly what I'm looking for, but, you know, we have them. Might as well see what the quality is like, and then Yep, there's the cord. No ear gels, of course, because this does not use ear gels. And then we got a, kind of rubbery, but also metallic wrist, no, not a head strap, I guess we should call it, because it doesn't go around the neck. It just, Yeah, it's my amazing command of the English language that, and my attention to detail that gets everybody watching my videos. I know. So, alright, let's just put these around my head, make myself look like an old sci-fi alien guy, and see what they sound like. Oh god, get these away from me. Okay, I'll tell you the very first thing that I said when I turned these on, and that was, ah! Because when I turned them on, the whole thing just vibrated like somebody put one of those novelty electric spiders right up to my head. And it just started vibrating like bzzz. Ooh, did not like that. Did not like that at all. And it kept doing that every time it talked. Every time the announcer said something. Every time it said like connecting, pairing. The whole thing would just vibrate. And ooh, it just felt really uncomfortable around my head. Yeah. But strangely enough, when I actually tried listening to other stuff, tried listening to videos and music and such, there was practically no volume or vibration to be had. It was just, I had to turn them up all the way to get some decent volume, and even then it just sounded like it was coming from really far away, because, well, these sit right outside my ears, so of course, in headphones terms, yes, the sound really did have quite a way to go, so and then what I could hear, yeah, it was just, like I say, it just sounded like it was coming from really far away. I mentioned earlier the Brickstone rigid plastic earphones. It sounded like somebody was, that you were listening to music from somebody's cheap little speaker that was sitting on a table. That's what these sounded like too. It just sounded like you were listening to music from across the room. So I can't say that I'm fond of that. And yeah, every so often, the bass would kick in and I'd get that buzzing around my skull and ooh. I mean, it's probably something that people can get used to. Not me. I do not like that feeling. I do not like that feeling at all. The touch controls were responsive because, well, they're physical buttons. You know, they did what they were designed to do. Yeah, buttons worked. Buttons were all right. Just your basic volume control and power on, power off, that sort of thing. And then as for the microphone,
This is me recording on the Helix Air Wireless Bone Conduction headphones.
yeah, basically the mid-range that we've come to expect. So, no, I'm not too happy about these. No, I would not have picked them up if I knew what they were. Just like I say, I was kind of in a rush to get as many earphones as I could before the employee completely lost patience with me and thought that I was planning something, because I actually have had troubles at that Smith's that I visited to get the earphones. In fact, I'm surprised they let me in the electronics section, because I think I was banned from that section because they used to stock blind bags that I got all the blind bags that I could. And eventually the manager had to show up and say, no, we can't let you get all the blind bags. We can't let you get all the blind bags. You can only get like 3 or 5 at a time. No, you're being unfair to other customers. You got to put them all back. And, well, I did. And then I stormed out of there and he said, well, if that's your attitude, you're not allowed back here anymore. And I just haven't gone back there for quite some time until I decided to do this video and I found all these earphones. So, I don't know, either they got a completely different staff by then who just didn't care about who was previously not allowed back there, or they just didn't notice me. And they don't stock the blind bags there anymore anyway, so I guess they don't really have anything to fear from me anymore. But I digress. One interesting thing about these that I noticed is that it looks like, down here, it looks like there's like a little slot, a little mini SD slot that you can like insert an SD card in and it can play the songs off the SD card. I mean, that's what it looks like, but there was no mention of it on either the box or the instructions, so I don't know. Maybe it's just left over from whatever they used this mold for previously. Maybe they turned this into the microphone area. I don't know, but I am curious. I wish I had a little micro SD card to test that with. Of course, if it's not a slot, then I don't exactly want to ruin these either. So, but on the whole, no, I don't recommend these. I don't recommend these at all. I mean, and like I say, they technically don't even really count for this list because they're air conduction. But yeah, now I know for a fact that I am just not into air conduction headphones, so I will not be getting more of these in the future. Nope. Instead, let's see what else Helix has to offer with some true wireless. Yes, once again, it's just true wireless earphones. Like, how many of these have we seen where the name is just true wireless? Yeah, I'm kind of starting to miss the inventive names that they gave at Five Below. The Iridescent, and the Icon, and the Mini, and the Aura, and whatever else they came up with. All those weird hipster names that they came up with. Speaking of Five Below, this is a very familiar shape to us, I believe. This looks exactly like other stuff that we have seen during this look through, which we've seen so many of these by this point, I just can't even put a name to them anymore. The box is actually interesting. This is one of those, well, like it says there, it's recycled packaging. It just much more rough, just kind of wood-like, which, it's packaging. It's just something that somebody's going to throw away as soon as they get their items. So there's really no sense in making the packaging that nice, not making putting that much high quality material into the packaging, unless you're really trying to sell your product, unless you're really trying to convince your buyer that your product is really high quality, which in most cases, as we've seen, the packaging is just a sweet lie. A really good packaging, really bad audio quality, or really mediocre audio quality. So hey, maybe this is a good sign. Cheaper packaging, better audio quality. We shall see. These particular earbuds are somewhat in the cheaper end at $18. So let's see if they're worth $18, or if, like I say, you can just get these at Five Below for $8, maybe $10. Open her up. Take her out. Come on. There we go. Yep. USB cable, instructions, gels, case. Yep, very cheap case with the Helix logo. Like I say, I think that they just get most of these cases and most of these earbuds. A whole bunch of distributors just get the earbuds and cases from the same manufacturer and just slap their own name on them. So, and I've just been, reviewing the same things over and over again. So here are the earbuds. We have probably seen this exact shape before. Pretty high quality plastic. Looks like they'll fit in my ears with relative comfort. So we'll check on that. Yeah, not happy. Once again, technical malfunction. The left one would not charge or turn on at all. So everything was just coming out of the right earphone. So once again, that's probably this specific one, but that also does not bode well for this model. This does not bode well as a first impression. And what I managed to get out of the right one was decent at best. Decent range, but the treble sounded muted, and the bass was pretty good, but it was still overpowering. Honestly, the whole thing just sounded like the mid-range budget earphones that we've just come to expect by this point. So once again, you can get something like this at Five Below for like $8, and probably better quality, probably with a left earphone that actually works. Touch controls are actually pretty good. Touch controls were sensitive, and I got them to respond. I got them to play and pause the video or the track, and then if I double tapped them, they went to the next one, and I'd imagine that if the left one worked, it would go to the previous one. No volume control, surprisingly. I guess I've just gotten so used to volume control on these earphones that something just feels like it's missing when it's not there. And then as for the microphone, this is me recording on the Helix True Wireless Earbuds, part 1. Yeah, not a good microphone. Actually, forgot to also mention that there was a very clear static sound in the earphone as I was listening to stuff. There was a very prominent so that's another reason not to recommend these. So new. That is all I have to say about this one. No, for even if everything was fully working, I would not pay $18 for these. No, and neither should you. No. Maybe these other $18 Helix True Wireless earbuds will do better. Yes, these were also $18, and these are a slightly different design. These actually look like earbuds and not earphones. Like I say, I think there's a difference. I think I've come to realize the difference between earbuds and earphones, but I don't know. It's like calling a laptop computer and a notebook computer. They're pretty interchangeable in my opinion. Once again, recycled packaging. Nothing to really point out. Let's open her up and hope that we get something better, something of slightly better quality. I mean, like I say, you can't really... like I say, it's hard to do worse than the last earphones we just looked at. Okay cable, okay buds, instructions, case, which is lit up, meaning that it looks like they're trying to charge. Oh, look, they give you a little wrist strap with this. Oh yeah, that's a bonus. That's definitely worth more your $18. And then nice pattern on the charging case. And then you open her up. You open her up, hopefully not getting blue light blindness. This thing won't... There we go. Oh boy, one of them is still charging. One of them still has the charging light on. Does the other one turn on? Okay, the other light does turn on, so hopefully these did charge. Hopefully I am going to get some power out of these, and they are going to work decently. Decently being the word here, because I'm not exactly expecting much out of $18 headphones or earphones or earbuds, whatever you want to call them. Let's just take them out. Whoops. Yep, similar shape to most other things we've seen. The little earbud stem thing feels a little longer than most of the other earbuds. Well, hopefully that doesn't hurt my ears too much. I'm going to leave that to the audio quality to do. So, yeah, let's just put them in my ears and regret everything. Okay, pissed now. Exact same problem. Nothing, absolutely nothing out of the left earbud. I could not get it to respond at all. Even trying to turn it on and off, no, absolutely nothing coming out of the left earbud. Could not pair whatsoever. And then what I got out of the right earbud wasn't much better. Slightly better audio quality than the last one. Slightly more clear treble to it. At the cost of some of the bass. There was not as much bass with these as the other earphones. It was mostly just of the higher notes and the backing vocals, which were okay. However, it also had the annoying electronic stuttering in it. It just sounded like... So nope, didn't like this, didn't like the quality of this at all. Touch controls were worse. Touch controls were worse than the other earphones. I could get it to play and pause the video. That was it. I couldn't get it to go to the next track at all, and then I had to really just keep tapping on it to open up the voice assistant. Ooh, no. And then as for the microphone...
This is me recording on the Helix True Wireless Earbuds Part 2.
No, don't like that either. No siree, no. Of course, like I say, even if everything was working, you could probably go to Five Below and get earbuds exactly like this, exactly the same shape, and for only like $8 to $10. So no, once again, I do not recommend going and spending $18 on these pieces of crap. No, I'm sorry, Helix, your wrist strap has failed you. It has not convinced me that these are of any quality whatsoever. No. Now you have one last chance to convince me that your earphones are of some quality and not as cheap as your packaging. Yes, these are once again Helix True Wireless ones, except these were $23. And yeah, you can probably see where all the money went into. Yeah, that little LED charging counter there. And just same stuff as we've already seen. Let's just open her up. Yep, like I say, last chance, Helix. Like, I'm probably still not going to recommend people pay $23 for these, because like I say, you can probably find the exact same ones, very, very similar to the... Oh, geez, it's already down to 26? I just charged these yesterday, and it's already down to 26. That is not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Ooh, okay, let's get this over with. Alright, Helix, you did it. You made something of relatively decent quality. I mean, I don't want to call them good, but they're at least functional. So yes, this time both the right and the left earbuds did pair, and I could hear the audio through both earphones, so good. And the audio quality was pretty high, pretty okay. The high trebles were a little muted, and the bass, honestly, I thought we had a good amount of bass. Not a great amount of bass, but it was mixed in well. It didn't give me a headache or anything. It didn't drown out anything. Okay range, not that great dynamics. Just like I say, it's basically the range we've come to expect from budget earphones by this point. The touch sensors, no, not great. Okay, it could recognize when I tried to play and pause the video or track. That's it. When I tried to skip to the next or previous video, it just would not do anything, and I had to really keep tapping it to finally get it to bring up the voice assistant option. And unfortunately, this time both earphones had that crackling noise in it. Now, it wasn't as prominent as the other ones, as the other two Helix earphones, but there was still a very slight right in the background. I mean, it's not as prominent trying to listen to something, but it is there. It is there. And then as for the microphone...
This is me recording on the slightly more expensive Helix True Wireless Earbuds.
Yeah, not a good microphone. You're like, once again, you can find these at Five Below for a good price, for a much better price than what they're doing here. I'd say that this is like a $10 option at Five Below. And like I showed, you can get a $10 smart screen pair of earphones that have practically the same quality as these, if not better. So yeah, okay, you tried Helix. I will concede that you tried, but these are still not really worth, what did I say, $23? No. Especially since the case cannot hold a charge. Like I say, it just charges and it's already down to 22. No, I'm sorry. You have some decent quality, not enough to get my money here. No, and I don't recommend anyone else spend their money on Helix stuff, no. And then we also have these Helix branded true wireless high fidelity earbuds, which were $40. No, seriously, $40 for these. But as you can see on that big pink post-it note, these did not charge. So honestly, I recommend just staying away from the Helix brand in general. Instead, let's introduce this brand of iHome. Yes, iHome Minecraft True Wireless Earbuds. They had a couple of these at the Smiths. One was Pokemon, another was, I can't remember now, but I chose the Minecraft ones because they were the most visually distinctive. I actually did get addicted to Minecraft again this year. I found a good deal for it on the Xbox Marketplace, and yeah, it definitely became a major time sink this year. But then I beat the Ender Dragon, and then I went, why am I still playing this? So yeah, not too into it anymore. But yeah, I mean, just look at that. Look at how interesting they are, though. You got the creeper face printed right on the charging case and the earbuds. Like, these are almost worth your money from aesthetics alone. Of course I say that, but then we looked at those Funko Pop earbuds from Five Below for $10, and oh god, those were horrible. Those were absolutely terrible. I mean, they looked alright, they looked like Funko Pops, but the audio quality was just absolutely wretched. So, I don't know, maybe the audio quality of these will be about as addicting as the game itself. I mean, we can only hope. From what I understand, these are made more for kids, obviously, so that probably means that the volume isn't going to be great, but who knows, maybe the audio quality will be okay. These were $20, that's $2 more than most of the Helix branded ones, so hopefully that $2 went into at least getting the left earbud to work properly, you know? Okay, let's see, cord, gels, case, buds. Yeah, let's see how well the audio quality explodes in my ears. Okay, they didn't exactly explode in my ears, but they sounded alright. For some reason, they took like a century and a half to pair with my phone, though. Like, I had to just wait there and just wait until they finally showed up in my Bluetooth. They finally showed up as part of the Bluetooth devices. Of course, that's probably just me, because at this point, I think I have more blue teeth than I do white teeth. Or yellow teeth in my case, I guess I should say. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go through my phone and clean out all the Bluetooth devices that I'm not using. But once I did finally get them to pair, they were alright. Like I say, these are definitely meant for kids, so there wasn't a whole lot in the way of, say, volume and loudness. I had to turn them all the way up to get a decent volume. And once I did, the audio quality was okay, decent treble, decent bass. Most of it sounded a little muted, though. Bass wasn't great, but it was there. I could definitely tell that there was a little bit of bass. Some of the more dynamic sounds kind of got lost in the more prominent sounds. Like if there was just a big mixture of sound, then some of them would get lost in the louder stuff. Obviously not much in the way of spatial sound. Touch controls worked eventually. I mean, I did tap them once to start and stop the thing, and then I tapped them twice to go to the previous or the next track, and that's pretty much all that they did. It just took a short while to get them to respond, to finally get them to register that I was tapping. And then as for the microphone,
This is me recording on the iLive Minecraft True Wireless Earbuds.
yeah, pretty standard bad microphone quality. So, I mean, like I say, you can probably get this exact same quality at Five Below and some earbuds from Five Below. But if your kid begs you for these because they have Minecraft or Pokemon or that other thing that I don't remember right off the top of my head, then honestly, for $20 earbuds, you could do a lot worse. You could do a lot better, but we have heard worse. And at least these earbuds don't have an annoying whine when you're trying to listen to stuff. So, alright, you're not exactly exactly as addicting as the real Minecraft, as the regular Minecraft, but at least I don't hate you as much as I do an actual Minecraft creeper. Ugh. Well, we've seen iHome. How about iLive? Yes, this is another brand that was very prominent at Smith's. And yes, at first glance, it just seems to be another one just simply called True Wireless Earbuds. But if you take another look, they are truly wireless earbuds. Ooh, yes, they really want to get that trueness across. Truly wireless. These are truly wireless. For some reason, I'm singing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And honestly, I don't think anyone should be singing anything from that movie. Okay. Specifications. Just very bare bones box. Very bare bones packaging. Just tells you exactly what you need to know. There's a lady with things photoshopped in her ear, of course. With no messy cords to restrict your movement and a secure fit, you can do more at work, practicing yoga, jogging, or going to the gym with these sweat-proof, truly wireless earbuds. Ooh, that was really bad sense structure there. It sounded like they tried to fit 3 senses into one, and people say that I like to do run-on sentences. Customize your fit with the included ear tips and easily navigate to the next song or pair to a new device with voice prompts. You know, commas are your friends here, people. The buds are paired together right out of the box so you can quickly get set up and get grooving. I'm pretty sure setup should be 2 words in this case. So yeah, if I was an English teacher here, 50% F-, see me after class. Sorry. Okay, let's just open her up. Oop. Oop. These are $28. I don't know if I already mentioned that, but this one and the 2 after are all $28. So here's the. Ooh, look at that! We actually get something bonus. Write a product review and you could win a $150 Visa gift card. Whether you love it or not, we want to hear what you think. When's the expiration on here? No expiration. Well, I mean, technically speaking, I am doing a review, but I don't think that this is what they had in mind. And let's face it, if this brand heard that I was reviewing their products, they'd probably sue me for $150,000. So, let's hope that that I stay a little bit under the radar. Case isn't great. It's pretty flimsy, pretty plasticky. Top has a hard time popping on and off. Okay, so we got one that's not really charging. Okay, now they're both charging. I just had to very quickly adjust one. So hopefully these got a good amount of charge, and hopefully these will both respond because, you know, for $28, you're kind of expecting something at least, you know? You're kind of expecting the bare basics. So, okay, let's take them out. Yeah, pretty bulky, pretty, hopefully that space is going to something in here. So let's just take them out and see what we got. Yeah, pretty disappointed. Okay, so the audio is actually pretty crystal clear. It's actually quite varied, great range. Treble is still a little muted though, and then the bass is almost good. Unfortunately, when I say it's almost good, that usually means that it's in that range where it just becomes throbbing. It just becomes, yet again, migraine bass. It really does start to hurt your eardrums, and just so close and yet so far. However, my biggest problems with these are the touch control. So once again, physical buttons, you'd think that I'd be happy about that, but oh, these might be the worst physical buttons we've had so far. So the buttons, I couldn't even tell that there were physical buttons for the longest time. I thought they were touch sensitive, and once I finally figured out that they were buttons, they're just so receded in here, and there's like practically no feedback to let you know that you have pressed the button. So you're just kind of pushing all around it to try and find that button, and as you are, once again, you're just pushing them further into your ears, and these also make a crackling noise, like a crackling noise to signify cheaper speaker build quality. So you're just poking around in your ear trying to get the button to work, and you're just pushing it further into your ear canal, and that hurts, and the crackling noise doesn't help either. So yeah, thank you current lineup for today for completely destroying all faith I ever had in physical buttons, for actually making me appreciate touch sensitivity, because actually most of the touch sensors on most of these earphones have been quite good. And then yes, there is a quite audible microphone hum in the background as you're trying to listen to stuff. It's not like annoying static like we've had with a couple other earphones, especially those Helix brand, but it is there. It is quite prominent. And then as for the microphone,
This is me recording on the iLive truly wire-free earbuds.
yeah, not good either. So Yeah, honestly, for $28, I cannot recommend these. We have had better quality for $20. Heck, we've had better quality for $10. So, and these don't even have like active noise cancellation or anything. So, no. Once again, I really can't think of any single reason to get these, to spend money on these. There are just so many better options out there for cheaper. Or even for a little bit more, and then you get a few more options with your money. So no, I don't want to live with this iLife product, sorry. But maybe I will with their truly wire-free earbuds. Okay, I'm starting to like these names again. I'm starting to enjoy how desperate they are to make their product stand out without trying to put too much thought into the product name. No flap on the front this time. Instead, it's on the back. Enjoy your favorite music while you work out with these sweat-proof, truly wireless earbuds. Easy to use and comfortable on the ear. The earbuds will automatically connect to one another right out of the box to get you working out faster. Okay, much better sentence structure there. Much better English there, so that's a good sign, question mark. Either that or they at least had somebody a little more competent at the desk, or a better AI generator. Okay. Now I made a little bit of a comparison to Powerbeats Pro earlier, but it's basically the same box. It's okay, it's slightly thicker. It's slightly thicker than the Powerbeats Pro, and of course does not have an insignia, which you'd think that iLife would. Oh, okay, it's on the bottom here. Also, I mentioned in an earlier video that these had a magnet on the bottom. I don't know where I got that idea, because no, these do not. The Powerbeats Pro case does not have a magnet on the bottom. So I don't know where that came from, but honestly, basically the exact same layout, just like I say, a little bit thicker, a little bit, it's also a little bit cheaper, a little bit more plasticky. This has some really nice plastic going into it. The Powerbeats Pro has some really nice plastic, probably resin actually, I don't know. Whereas this is clearly just plastic. And then you open her up, and yes, once again, they are very similar to Powerbeats Pro earphones. So once again, I guess that they, actually, I'd even say that they're closer to Powerbeats Pro, to how Powerbeats Pro earphones are shaped than the other ones we saw, the true wireless earbuds way back there from Walmart. I mean, the connectors are practically in the exact same place, the microphone's in the same place, the little bulb and how the hook contorts, how the hook is built. Yeah, the Powerbeats Pro still have the better rubber quality for the ear hook, though. Missing what I'm guessing is the bass, a little bit of the bass speaker on the front here that the Powerbeats Pro has, and then yeah, the buttons are different, and then there's that LED light that's the Powerbeats do not have, and then yeah, and in place of the Beats logo, they have a power. So it's another physical button, which, well, hopefully is a lot more comfortable to use than the ones that we just saw. So, I don't know. Wouldn't it be funny? I know I already brought this up, but wouldn't it be funny if they just took the guts from the Powerbeats Pro, like the older ones, and just put them in a cheaper earbud, just to, get rid of all the excess parts. But as we found out with the true wireless earbuds, as we found out with the other ones that were shaped like the Powerbeats Pro, that's probably not going to happen. I think they're just trying to trick us into thinking that these have as much quality as the Powerbeats Pro. Oh, there's a button there. Oh, it's a power button. I didn't even notice that there was a power button. What does the power button do? Doesn't seem to do anything. All right, let's take out these earbuds and see if we can get at least slight Powerbeats Pro quality out of these. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, these are probably some of the worst, if not the worst, earphones that we have seen so far. First of all, putting them into my ears, it just really fools you into thinking that you're gonna get something in quality like the Powerbeats Pro, but then you put them in your ears and it's all plasticky and cheap and and then you start listening to them and it's all just muted. The sound is just really muted. Most of the treble is practically non-existent, and then the bass, it's mostly bass and mostly annoying bass, just mostly muffled bass. Everything just sounds like yeah, practically no dynamic range. It all just sounds like regular stereo from like 1995. And then as you can see right here, they are having a hell of a time trying to charge. You have to like really fidget them around in this case to get them to charge, honestly, to get them to do anything. So the physical buttons work. I can give them that the physical buttons work. However, these have a weird feature where if you push this twice, it disconnects. Like, they completely disconnect from Bluetooth. So you push it once, and it just starts and stops the video, but then you push it twice, and it completely loses connection with your phone. Like, that's a feature. That's an actual feature that they advertise for these. So that basically means that if you accidentally push the button twice, then you have to stop whatever you're doing, take them out of your ears, pick up your phone, and connect them all over again. And just, who wants to do that? And why did you make that such an easy function? And then not to mention that these kept losing connection all the time, like every couple minutes or so, they would just lose connection and then really quickly try to gain it, and then sometimes only one would work, and then sometimes only the other would work. Well, both of them eventually did pair, well, eventually after one of them turned on, but it just kept happening over and over again. And it was guaranteed to happen if I tried to play with the buttons on the top. If I put my fingers anywhere near this area, that's it. It would completely disconnect, and it would stutter while it tried to connect again. And then as for the microphone...
This is me recording on the iLive Truly Wire-Free earbuds. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, not good there either. So, ew, just ew. No. You have brought shame upon the entire Powerbeats Pro line with your mere existence. You are a horrible, terrible imposter. And I wish you never came into this world. No, I never want anything to do with you ever again. And probably not anything to do with the iLive brand after this video. No. Unfortunately, we're only half done with the iLive lineup since we are moving into the last one for $28. iLive Waterproof Truly Wireless Earbuds. Well, you already used the Truly Wireless name, so you're already out of ideas. These are IP7 waterproof, which if I'm not mistaken, that means that you can actually go swimming with these. Like they're waterproof enough that you can actually submerge them. So that's something at least. Unfortunately, our track record for sport headphones has not been good. Anything that has these ear hooks, that's almost a guarantee that the audio quality will not be good. I mean, the only exceptions that I can remember are, of course, the ones here, and then the ones from Walmart. Yeah, the Groove On ones. And then, yeah, the true wireless ones from Walmart also weren't that bad, but yeah, still, like, 4 out of 5 times, these are just going to be some of the worst that we have ever heard. Oh, by the way, I should mention that the ones we just listened to, the truly wire-free earbuds, they're still not as bad as those rigid ones we saw in the last video, but they're a good second place, I guess I should say. All right, those are all the specifications, just stuff we've seen already. And then there's a guy pouring water all over him while the badly photoshopped earbuds are in his ear. That is the only wet anyone is ever going to get over any of these earbuds, I can tell you that. Okay, let's open her up. Open her up. Come on. There we go. Pull it out. Now I can't get why can't I get this off? There we go. You just had to know where to pull. Good advice for life in general. Uh-oh. Weren't there other earbuds here? Where the... Oh, okay, they fell out. Ugh, gotta keep them all together, otherwise I can't return this. Yeah, and there's that $150 Visa gift card as well. Do you really want a review of your products? Do you really want me to write a review of your products? Do you really want to give me $150 after I have written a review of your products? Because I don't think I'd want to pay someone $150 for what I'd have to say about your products if I was you. All right, here they are in the pretty good case. Just regular LED lights to show that they're charging, which I hope they charged. Okay, well, both red lights came on, so... All right, pretty big, pretty bulky. Ear hook is pretty flimsy. In fact, I think this is like the thinnest one we've had. I mean, there is a good amount of body in the audio region. Do these come off? No? Okay, I shouldn't pull on them then. So either that makes them more durable for underwater listening, or I don't know, maybe we'll get some good audio out of these. I guess we'll just have to put them on and see if I'd wear these in a swimming pool, which I wouldn't. Can you believe these are the highest quality we've seen from iLife so far? No, seriously, the audio quality was really good, like just crystal clear quality for the most part. Really good range of treble that really hit those high frequencies, I guess we should say. The bass, yeah, the bass came dangerously close to being migraine bass, but at least it was good bass. At least you could tell that the bass was there. The major problem, I guess, comes from when it's trying to play high frequencies and low frequencies at the same time. Like the low ones, the bass really just cancels out the high, and the high just sounds really muffled as a result. But it also does have a good sense of dynamic, sound dynamics. I did run the sound dynamics test that I like to do, and honestly, it picked up more notes than I thought it would. It picked up more frequencies, more range, however you want to put it. I mean, still not as good as JLab over there, but impressive for what it is. And then the touch controls were iffy. Like, once again, I could start and stop the video, no problem, and then most of the time it would go to the next or previous track if I tapped it twice. It was tapping 3 times to turn up and down the volume that I really had difficulties with. Sometimes it just wouldn't register at all, and sometimes it registered no problem. I don't know how it works. And then as for the microphone...
This is me recording on the iLife waterproof truly wireless earbuds.
Ooh, not a good microphone. I don't know what that stuttering sound was, but ooh, not good. And like I say, these kind of feel cheap around my ears. Like, these are just really flimsy hooks. These just... Are these even rubber? Yeah, I guess they're just barely rubber. They're very plasticky rubber, so they just do not feel well around my ears, and I feel like I'm gonna snap off the hooks just trying to put them around my ears. So... But on the whole, for what you are paying, and for the durability that it is bragging about, and for the quality that you are getting, for the higher than average quality audio that you are getting, I am going to go ahead and say, yes, these are worth your money. If you can't find any of the super premium options that I have already pointed out, then these are probably a good use of your $28. So take that for what it's worth. So, okay, iLife, you have shown that you have some life to you at least. But can they keep up their quality with their truly wireless earbuds, great for gaming? Yes, now these are $30, and apparently those other $2 are going into noise cancellation. Yes, environmental noise cancellation. Low latency for fast gaming as well. Yeah, so that's what they meant by low latency when I was trying out those AWA headphones, AWA earphones. Apparently that's some kind of feature for gaming earphones to reduce audio sync issues when you're using these to play games. Which, oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair enough. When you're playing a video game, especially more modern ones, online ones, then yes, audio feedback is very important. So that's also what the gaming modes on the other earphones also meant when I switched over to gaming. And unfortunately, I don't have any gaming setup that would let me quickly test these earbuds, so I'm just gonna have to take their word for it on that. So, you know, like I say, I'm just more into music, the music side of things. And yeah, there's more specs and features on there. Some of the features that they're most proud of, right there. It's anything in here? No, just a gamer guy. Late at night, maybe playing a game, I don't know. He's on his computer, so let's hope he's crushing it at Fortnite or Fall Guys, or I don't know. What's the most recent thing? What's the most recent craze that's come out in like the last year? I don't know. There have just been so many failed live services lately that I'm surprised that anyone even games online anymore. And then enjoy true wireless freedom with his environmental noise cancelling. There's virtually no lag in what you see and what you hear. Well, that is not good enough. If I'm going to use these for gaming earphones, then I have to have no lag whatsoever. I expect absolute perfection in my audio earbuds, or at least I would if I, like I say, if I needed some earbuds for gaming. So, which I don't currently, but. Yeah, let's just open the... Come on. Let's open the box and see. Let's open the box and see what we got. Too much packaging in this one. Here we go. Okay, yep, the $150 enter to win thing again. Tiny earbuds case, like tiny. One of the smallest we've seen. Not as small as those JLab mini earbuds, though, so... And then inside, oh yeah, those are also pretty tiny earbuds as well. Oh hey, that's interesting. It actually, you can actually force it open and force opens. It's a little notch. I don't know what that's actually called, but that's something you can do. You can just keep them open. So, all right, here are the ear... Oh, no. Crap, again. I did not expect these to be rigid, hard plastic earphones. You know, the other gaming headphones, other gaming earphones we saw a couple videos ago that I got from NPS, those were also rigid, hard plastic. So is that just code? Should I just assume that rigid, that gaming earphones are just all going to have rigid, hard plastic? Because that's more reason for me to not want to get any that claim that they're great for gaming. So, okay, so I'm not going to, I'm already not going to consider these good for me. They're not going to get my personal recommendation, but I'll pop in my ears anyway and see if I can give a recommendation for you. Ow, ow, my ears, ow, ow, my inner ears hurt, ow. Okay, but actually, to be fair, no, these are really freaking good. No, actually, I'm blown away by how clear the audio is. A very, very clear audio, great amount of treble, great amount of bass, and nothing drowns anything out. All the notes are practically crystal clear. In fact, I even ran a couple spatial and dynamic sound tests, and yeah, passed. Honestly, they're almost as good as the JLab. I mean, for the particularly far away sounds, yeah, I couldn't really tell the difference between really far away and not as far away, I guess we should say. But yes, there was a great sense of immersion wearing these, you know, besides the fact that they were pressing against my inner ear and causing the area around my ear canal great pain. I played with the gaming mode a little bit, so all I had to do was like hold it down for 2 seconds to go from music mode to gaming mode, which apparently meant low latency, which I thought would mean like lesser quality, but if anything, gaming mode honestly sounded better. I don't know, maybe it was just like power of suggestion or something, but I think I actually got more clarity, more bass on gaming mode than music mode. I think, because otherwise I just couldn't really tell the difference between the modes. And yeah, that's another thing. The touch sensitivity was great. I could effortlessly go through all the different options. I could play and pause. I could go to the next or to the previous track. I could turn the volume up and down. And like I said, I could go from one mode to another just by holding down the earbud, just by placing my finger on the earbud for a couple seconds. And then as for the microphone...
This is me recording on the iLive Truly Wireless Gaming Earbuds.
Yeah, like I say, you can't win them all, but on the whole, I am incredible. I'm just blown away by the quality of these. These are actually really freaking good, especially for $30. Now, the only problem, like I say, the only problem is that they are rigid hard plastic, and I cannot handle rigid hard plastic. But maybe you can. If you have no problem with rigid hard plastic earphones, earbuds, whatever you want to call these, then yeah, you know what? I think that this is most definitely worth your $30. Oh yeah, and actually another problem is that it says environmental noise cancellation. So maybe I'm just mixing that up with active noise cancellation, but I did not see anything that affected that. There was no option to turn on any kind of noise cancellation, and honestly, listening to music right next to me, I didn't notice anything. I didn't notice anything different wearing these while listening to my computer speakers. So yeah, like I say, if you come across these and you feel like you can handle the more rigid plastic, the rigid hard plastic, your ears can handle that more, then yeah, go ahead and try these out. Okay, wow, yes, iLive. We were off to a rocky start, but now I think that I want to live in your world. Yeah, so let's see what else you got for us. Actually, all we have left from iLive is these Audio 2. So, okay, at least they're trying to give an actual name to these now. They're not just truly wireless. Well, okay, and I guess technically they are truly wireless active noise cancellation earbuds. But they actually call them Audio 2. They actually have a name, Audio 2, so okay. And yes, these actually are ANC. These actually are active noise canceling, unlike the other earbuds. I don't know what they were trying to say there, but these actually do confirm that they are ANC. And this was the most expensive from them. This was $35. So let's hope that active noise canceling is worth the $5 more, for the $5 up from the last pair of earbuds. And yep, all the specifications there, blah, 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 ha, ba, ba. And then they say, block out all the distractions and listen to your favorite music or podcast via Bluetooth with superior sound. I will be the judge of that. Ha, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da. Nothing really to point out, so let's just open her up. And once again, these earbuds, they look like budget earbuds. They look like stuff that we've already seen. But, like I also say, apparently they improve the guts of them every so often. So that they, for the more expensive ones, it appears that they put more stuff into these molds that we've seen a million times, and they're not just repackaging the budget earphones. Ideally, anyway. Ideally. So we'll just have to see what they put into these things, which, yep, definitely seen this shape before, definitely seen earbuds that look exactly like this before. I don't recall a microphone or whatever that is right there, but that doesn't mean that we haven't seen them. So, all right, pop them in my ears, see how good their noise canceling is. Oh yeah, they're actually quite good. Quite freaking good. Everything was crystal clear, a very good amount of range. The bass was close to migraine level, but not quite. Let's just put it that way, not quite. The major issue, I guess, is that it doesn't do well with dialogues, but just spoken dialogue, just hearing words being said, just sounded a little muddy. I mean, when somebody was singing it sounded okay, but when somebody was speaking, like in a podcast, then it sounded pretty muted. It sounded like it wasn't incomprehensible, it just wasn't as clear as music. But also the touch controls worked. I just tapped it to play and pause, and I tapped it twice to switch to the next or the previous track, and then I tapped it 3 times to raise and lower the volume. And then, in order to get into active noise canceling, I just had to hold it down. I just had to hold the earbud down for a couple seconds. And the actual ANC is quite good. In fact, I'd even have to say that the transparent mode is one of the best I've heard, because it really did sound like music was playing right next to me. And I had the volume on really high, and I couldn't really hear it that much when I had the earbuds in, but once I turned on transparent mode, whoa, yes, just how loud I had the speakers on became very, very apparent. And then I turned the noise cancellation on, and it blocked out most of the sound. I mean, like I say, I had my speakers on at full blast, so it didn't block out everything, but it was pretty impressive how much it did block out. Now, the only problem with all this is that they take a while to get from one mode to another. So when you switch from one mode to another, you have to listen to the earphones announce it. You have to listen to them say, active noise cancellation, ANC, on. Active noise cancellation, ANC, off. During which time everything just goes quiet, and then it turns back on with the noise cancellation on or off, depending on how you set it. And that's actually quite a long time to wait. That's like 2 or 3 seconds just to hear the earphones announce that they are changing the mode. And if you're listening to music on your phone or something, then it doesn't pause it or anything. It just keeps playing the music on the audio. So that's a couple seconds of that audio that you also missed out on. So I guess your best option is to have the mode already on before you start listening to music or whatever you want to do on your phone or whatever other Bluetooth device you're using these for. And then as for the microphone,
This is me recording on the iLive Audio 2 truly wireless active noise canceling earbuds.
yeah, not terrible, but I'm not a fan of the static in the background. Also, another possible problem is that this case, it's dead. This case has completely run out of power, and like I said, I already charged this. I charged this just yesterday. How many charges does it say we get? Oh, case supports 1 full charge. Okay, well that's not much capacity then. Haven't we seen like at least 2 or 3 charges on most of the other cases we've looked at? So I hope you're not planning on taking these on a plane or something, because that's not much capacity at all. That's not much charge time at all. Still, I don't know, $35, pretty good noise cancellation, mostly good audio as long as you're using these for music and not necessarily podcasts and such. Yeah, you know what, this is going in the recommended pile, why not? If you have $35, then you can probably spend it on that. I think we've already established that there are worse things to spend $35 on. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Yes, let's close out this look by looking at some more JLab. Yes, the last 3 I have are all from JLab. So let's see what kind of quality we're looking at on the lower end of the spectrum, on the lower end of the price range, starting with these JBuds Pro Wireless. Yes, these are usually $20, but they had this specific one up for $11. Lucky me. I hope. I don't know. Did they discount them for a reason? Did the last guy who owned these break them? Actually, did somebody else own them? No, actually, I think that these are brand new. I think I opened these. So Okay, maybe it's just a color that they're trying to get rid of. I don't know. What I do know is, like I said at the beginning when I was talking about that other JLab thing, yeah, these are really hard to get in and out of the package. They're just packaged so tightly in that it's a nightmare to get them out, and then even more of one to put them back in, so I didn't even bother. I mean, I will put them all back in once I'm done with this look, once I'm ready to take them back, but in the meantime, yeah, I just have the empty box here and then the other thing sitting right next to me. So in here we get a micro USB cable, and then the J-Buds wireless earbuds, so kind of those sport earbuds again. Cush fins, yes, those that's something that I've seen in a couple of these earbuds. Apparently they cushion more of your inner ear, while the gel ear tips cushion your ear canal, so you're kind of getting twice the cushioning. And that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And then cable cinch, yes, keep the cords from getting too tangled up. I don't see any compatibility with the app. I'm gonna have to test that out, I guess. Does it say? No, all it says is custom fit and universal controls. I don't know. I'm going to have to check. I'm going to have to check and see if this is compatible with the app or not. And then here's the rest of the stuff. This bag has the cord. Well, okay, right now it only has the gel things, but then it can also have the cord. Oh, okay, no, the cord was actually bundled with the earbud. Oh, no, wait, no. No, I'm sorry again. Jeez. Like I say, these are all just kind of running together. I forgot what condition that they originally arrived in, but no. They were not originally bundled in with the earbuds. They were in this bag, and I just took them out, and I didn't even bother taking off the little wire, and I just plugged them in and let them charge and all that. And I hope they charged. I definitely do hope that they charged. So let's just put the cord back in there and take a look at the actual earbuds, which are on this thing. So let's hope I can get them back into this thing after I'm done. But yes, this is a very simplistic design for an earbud. Maybe it's just the coloring, maybe it's just the shades that are kind of throwing me off, but these look like smaller earbuds than we've seen for most of this look. I don't know. Do they have physical buttons? No? Okay, but the physical buttons are right here. Ooh, rubbery. I don't think we've had rubbery physical buttons yet. And then one of these is already wearing the fin. Is the other fin in here? No, it's probably in the bag. I don't think I'm going to be using it anyway, so, I don't want to remove it. Well, can I make them stretch far enough? No, I'm going to have to take them out of this package too, so. All right, let's give this all a shot and see if the $10 or $20 stuff is just as good as the $60 stuff. Yeah, what a shock. $20 earbuds don't sound as good as $60 earbuds. But in all seriousness, no, these are actually really good for their price. These are actually quite good for what kind of quality we've grown accustomed to for this kind of price. The quality was quite clear, not crystal clear. There was sort of a muted quality to the sound, like it didn't have as much range, but I could still hear most everything. I could still hear it in pretty clear standard stereo, I guess we could call it. They fit quite well in my ears. I had absolutely no problem with that. And there was actually quite a bit of bass, and it was very, very nicely mixed in, and well, it was nice. And then so I checked, they can't connect to the JLab app, which, okay, I'm not surprised there, but they do have equalizer functions. Like if I tap some of the buttons, then they can go between JLab's preferred mixture of sound, JLab's preferred audio levels, and then regular levels with no amplification, and then bass boost. And honestly, I liked the bass boost option best. Yeah, I know, I bet you couldn't tell, but no, even in bass boost, it was very clear. It was just basically rocked my world. Yeah, so that they were just it's really good bass for earbuds this small. And yeah, as I mentioned, the physical buttons, they all work. They all do exactly what they need to. I mean, so you turn the volume up and down, and then this either stops the video or song, or you can even just turn it off by holding it down. And then if you hold one or the other buttons, then it just goes to the next or previous track. And then going into the equalizer, you push both these buttons to go to the next setting, which is conveyed by 3 beeps. So you don't have to wait through somebody else saying, oh, this mode is activated, something like that. In fact, you know how I said that the V2 earbuds were some of the most enthusiastic Bluetooth announcers I've ever heard? Well, these are the most polite. So when I first turned them on, they said, hello. Like, I don't think I've heard Earphones do that before. Maybe Ashens is secretly a producer behind these or something. And then when they connected, they said something along the lines of, earbuds connected, battery fully charged. So yeah, just very polite. Very, very nice to hear the earbuds being so polite. Very clear voice as well. In fact, it's almost... I'd almost say that the voice clarity was almost better than the audio clarity somehow. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little blown away by how polite the Bluetooth announcer they got was. And then as for the microphone,
This is me recording on the JLab JBuds Pro wireless earbuds.
yeah, not great, but what did you expect? So, yeah, even on their cheaper range, even in their cheaper range, JLabs does still impress. It is still very impressive. I would say that these are some of the best $20 or under earbuds we've ever come across. So yeah, if you just need some relatively cheap earbuds and you're not worried about the charging case situation. In fact, how long does the battery say? It says 10 hours. Okay, well, that's actually a pretty good charge time for earbuds, for regular sport earbuds. So yeah, if you have less than $20 and you need some good earphones, then yeah, I think JLab definitely has you covered. So just I think that they are quickly proving that they are a pro in everything, including their JBuds Pro. So don't be a schmo, go pro. I apologize profusely for that dad joke. But hopefully I don't have to apologize for the next JLab, these FitSport 3 wireless fitness earbuds. Yes, more sport earbuds. So these are very similar to the ones that we just looked at. They are all one piece with the little controls in the middle, except they're a little different. They're shaped a little differently. They're shaped to resemble hooks, to resemble those ear hooks that we usually see in the wireless sport earbuds. So this should be interesting. Hopefully they fit all right. And then on the back, yeah, 10 hours playtime, a secure fit, custom EQ sound. Now, does that mean that these connect to the... No, I don't think that these connect to the app. I didn't see them when I was browsing through the app, browsing what I could connect to the app. But I don't know, maybe they maybe they're just giving me more options for equalizer sound. I don't know. IP55 sweat-proof and washable. Now, is that actually IP55 or is it IP times 5? I don't know. I'm just so mixed up with these definitions now. But washable, like, does that mean that I can actually put them in the washing machine and they'll be fine? I don't know, but I'm also not going to check. Yeah, so nothing else to really point out about these. So let's just put the box over here. And here's the instruction manual that I will probably peruse while I'm testing out these. Yeah, same situation as the other one. They're just kind of wrapped around this, so that's going to be a bit of a pain to unwrap. Hopefully I can unwrap them without ruining it too much. Oh, does this just come off? Oh, hey, it just comes off. Okay, the other one didn't, so... Okay, that's going to be a little easier. Now, hopefully I can get it all, put it back together when I'm done. We'll see. And then here's the cord, of course, and the little gels. Yep, okay, so... did I already mention that these are $29.99? So, because these are $29.99. So technically, without the sale price, these are $10 more than the JBuds Pro. So let's see if that $10 shines forth. Well, that was surprisingly disappointing. I couldn't tell any difference between these and the Pro Buds, the one we just looked at. Maybe slightly clearer audio, maybe? That might just be the power of suggestion because I spent a little more for these. But yeah, honestly, I couldn't really tell the difference between some $30 earbuds and some $20 earbuds. It even had the slight stereo hum in the background that I've grown accustomed to from these cheaper earbuds. And yeah, I couldn't connect these to the app either, and the only equalizer options were what were built in, which are the exact same options that the other ones had. And same Bluetooth voice, very, very polite Bluetooth voice, I'll give it that. But yeah, honestly, these sound almost exactly like the Pro. The earphones that cost $10 less, that normally cost $10 less. I mean, in my case, they were $20 less, but I'm going to return everything anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. Honestly, I don't have anything else to say about these that I haven't already said about the Pro earbuds. And as for the microphone quality...
This is me recording on the JLab FitSport wireless fitness earbuds.
Yeah, slightly worse microphone quality. And the ear hooks, as a final note, the ear hooks were a little awkward to get on and off. Yeah, it was really frustrating to figure out which direction they even went in. I kept wanting to put the earphones on the wrong ears, because it just looks like they bend that way. It just looks like that's how they're form-fitting. But no, I had to just hold them up to my ears, kind of contour them around my ears, kind of wiggle them around, navigate the weird curves. And so, yeah, honestly, I'm not really impressed with these. I mean, they are still good quality, but for $30, I think we have had about the same quality, if not better, for a little under $30. And with better fitting earphones. So, yeah, sorry, JLab. I honestly don't think that I can recommend these. I mean, they're not terrible. I mean, if they're your only option, if you can't find any of the other $20 to $30 options that I've featured that I recommend, and these are the only ones sitting around, then okay, fine, go ahead and take these. But you know, like I say, weigh your options first. And finally, for our very last stop in this very long series of videos, we have another from JLab, the Go Sport Plus True Wireless Earbuds. So I'm going to guess that these are basically a budget version of these, the Epic Air earphones that I love so much. I mean, they are molded basically the exact same, probably the exact same case and the exact same shape for the earbuds. And I say budget because these were also $30. Well, actually, I got them for $20, but like I say, these normally go for $30 in stores. But hey, these are a few years out of date. Who knows? Maybe these sound just as good as these now. We'll have to check. Okay, these are app compatible, so I can probably play around with them in the app. And then, yep, it's one of those cases that connects with the USB-C again. Besides that, everything else we've already seen. All right, let's open her up. Yep, instruction manual, and open up on the back here. So yeah, then there's all the important stuff in there, but I'm not going to touch it because I don't want to put it back in. And here's the case. Yep, regular. It's the JLab case we've come to expect. A little thinner, not as many lights. Same cord layout. Yep. Oh, it actually has a thing to put a little wrist strap on. Does this thing have one? This one have a little wrist strap? No, so okay, that's one thing that these give you over the more premium option. And then you open them up. And now if these act like the other JLab earphones, they are going to try to connect as soon as I pick them out, which will interrupt the video, so I'm not going to move them just yet. But yes, they look almost exactly like the more premium ones. They look almost exactly like my favorites, though there are bigger, what are those, microphones, drivers? I do not know on the more premium ones, on the ones that I like. And they're also right here, which aren't right there, and then there's little holes right there. Feels like No, I'm going to say that the more premium ones, my favorite ones, do have better rubber quality than this. This does kind of feel flimsier, but I can't know for sure until I take these out. So, okay, I am just going to go out on a limb here and say that these are not going to sound as good as these. But I am hoping, as with all the other JLab stuff, I am hoping that these at least excel further than most of the other earphones of their kind, of their price range. So, all right, let's finally take them out and see what we got, and finally put an end to all this. And once again, JLab has not disappointed, because once again, yes, these are indeed the best earbuds for their price range, as well as some of the best earbuds I have ever heard, period. No, seriously, very crystal clear audio, not as crystal clear as the more expensive ones, but that goes without saying. In fact, I actually did go back and forth testing these, and there's not a whole lot of difference, honestly. I mean, I did run the spatial and dynamics tests, and yeah, this one picked up a little bit more. The faraway sounds were a little more clear, had a little more to them than Go Sport Plus earbuds here. But honestly, you wouldn't even notice if you weren't looking for it. These just have some of the absolute best sound quality, some of the absolute best dynamic and spatial sound for their price range. Heck, for their price range, nothing. We've heard more expensive earphones that didn't even come anywhere close to how good these sound. And then, yeah, like I said, they're compatible with the app, and you can do a whole bunch of stuff with them in the app. You can change what tapping them does. You can change the equalizer functions. You can go. These don't have active noise cancellation, but they do have transparent mode. And oh man, did I say that the Audio 2 earbuds had the best transparency mode? No. These have the best transparency mode. Oh my god, it just sounded like it was right next to me. Everything was happening right next to me. Oh, okay, it was happening right next to me, but like I didn't have my earbuds in at all. And there was like no interference, no background or microphone interference at all. And of course, they fit perfectly comfortably around my ears, fit perfectly on my ear canal. Just honestly, I really have nothing bad to say about these. And okay, well then there's the microphone.
This is me recording on the JLab Go Sport Plus True Wireless Earbuds.
Yeah, okay, you can't have everything, but still, $30, crystal clear, highly dynamic sound, access to an app that allows you to customize your settings and turn on and off transparent mode. Yeah, honestly, I still think you can't do any better than what JLab has in store for you. So yes, if you have $30 to spare, or $20, because like I say, I got these on sale, then yes, absolutely go and see what the JLab has cooked up today. And there you have it. Those were my opinions on 30. Yes, exactly 30. Well, maybe 31. It depends on if you count the ones that didn't work or not. Different earphones, all ranging from about $10 to $50. And in conclusion, these are some of your best options if you just casually come across any of these in the wild. These you should just straight up ignore, either because the quality isn't worth the price or they're just absolute junk. And these are the cream of the crop, my personal picks that honestly I don't think you can go wrong with. And for pretty affordable prices. I mean, these were only $20, $25 depending on if you get them on sale. This was only $30, which honestly, like I say, is probably the best out of all of these, with the possible exception of these JBL Vive Buds, which honestly have a very JLab quality to them. Now, these were the most expensive at $40, but I think that they are worth $40. In fact, I am now going, since I like to do a showdown at the end of these videos, I am going to listen to the JLab Go Sport Plus, the JBL Vive Buds, and the JLab Epic Air Sport ANC, and well, see if we can pick out a definite winner. See if it, well, okay, yes, I already compared the Go Sport Plus to these Epic Air Sports, but I'm still going to compare them to JBL, and then I'm going to compare this to the Epic Sport ANC, and well, see which one ultimately comes out on top. Here we go. All right, I've gone ahead and tested out all these different earbuds through a completely unscientific process, so here are my completely unscientific findings. So I went through a bunch of videos, mostly music, and also some spatial tests and some dynamic tests, and, well, in the end, the JLab Epic Sport ANC was the winner. I mean, but of course it was. It was the one that cost the most, and, well, you kind of hope that the one that you spend the most on is going to be the best out of the lot. So in one certain spatial audio video, the Go Sport Pro Plus really did pick up a lot. Like, this had a lot of range. I could hear sounds that I wouldn't normally hear through just standard stereo earbuds. But I couldn't hear everything. Like the more far away sounds were a lot more muffled with not as much range. It was a little harder to tell what exactly was going on in the background and where everything is and that sort of thing. Now, the JBL Vibes, they did not have that problem. They had incredible dynamic sound. Like, if somebody was running in the background, I could tell that they were running, where they were running from, and where they were running to. And I could hear every single footstep of them running. However, the sound was pretty harsh. There was a quite obvious hum in the background of these earbuds that even the Go Sport ones did not have. And listening to these, yeah, the louder sounds, they did have a much harsher sound to them. Like the fuller sounds, shall we say, the sounds that took up most of the earbuds, they did start to devolve into static. Now, they didn't make it all that way, but it was obvious. It was a very harsh take on certain sounds that honestly did start to make me cringe. Whereas the Epic Air Sport ANC did not have that problem. It had a fantastic dynamic range. I could hear practically everything, including, like I say, the running in the background, where they were running to, every footstep, that sort of thing, and no buzz. No buzz at all. Absolutely no background noise or hum whatsoever. And the much louder and fuller noises really had to try to reach that harshness status. Like, I'm not going to say that they that this is 100, that everything on these was 100% clear, but it was much less obvious. The louder noises were much clearer, much easier to make out, and didn't hurt my ears as much. So yes, of these three, of course, the Epic Air Sport ANC is still the one that I recommend the most. However, technically speaking, these shouldn't even be in the running because these are not available in stores anymore. Like I say, I found these at a discount store for only 20 bucks. And their follow-up, the Generation 3 versions, they can go from $60, $80, even $100 depending on where you find them in the store. And that's far above the range that I'm going for in this video, so yes, unless, like I say, you find a really good discount store that just has a whole bunch of these slightly older generation earbuds, or you find a good seller on eBay, then technically speaking, you're not going to find these for the price that I did. You're not going to find these in an actual retail store for a price smaller than the $50 that I am aiming for in this video, which basically means that yes, the JBL earbuds are the winners of this look through. And technically speaking, since I also put the $50 or less criteria in the other video as well, then technically yes, these are the absolute winner. These are the winner, the standouts of this video and the last. I mean, yes, the case, strangely enough, does not have a lid, and I did explain how that could be a problem. But in terms of quality and just what you get for your money, for your $40, so this is basically right under the $50 criteria, yes, this does truly stand out. This does truly have the most dynamic range and the best sound. Of course, technically speaking, as I say, this isn't really a scientific process, especially since I didn't have $40 JBLs to compare them to. I mean, technically I did. I had those minis, but the minis did not work, so I could not properly compare JBL to JLab. I mean, like I say, I wonder if JBL and JLab are practically the exact same company, just with different apps, you know, to avoid some kind of monopoly law. I have no idea. But yes, given everything that I have gone through, these JBL Vibe earbuds are the best, the most expensive at $40, but still the best value for your money, and probably some of the best earbuds you will ever come across. And then, of course, if you're shopping more on a budget, well, then for about 30 bucks, I cannot recommend these Go Sport Plus earbuds highly enough for only 30 bucks. And then if you go a little less, then we have the Groove On wireless earphones and the Smokin' Buds for about $20, $25. And then we have the J-Buds Pro for only about $20, or slightly less if you find these on sale. And then once again, if you absolutely have to get something for under 10 bucks, then go for that Bass Jack Smart Screen device from Five Below. That unfortunately I don't have on me because I had to return it in order to afford to get a whole bunch of these other earbuds. And there you have it. That was my very long, probably very tedious journey to finding some good earbuds for a decent price. Will I do another one of these sometime in the future? Probably not. I think I have definitively found what the ones that I am most interested in, and I think that these are going to be around for quite some time. And even if they do break down, I think I do know what to go after for a replacement. I think I am going to be sticking with JLab and their Epic Air earbuds. It's like they say, once you go JLab, you can't go back. I don't know who says that, but well, I'm saying it now. But hey, whatever your price range is, I hope that these sets of videos have helped you find the earbuds that most fit your style and the price that you're willing to pay at the time. So thanks for watching, you know, how much you decided to watch of these videos. Stay tuned for some awesome stuff that will hopefully be coming to this channel in the future. And I thought he said something else as well. Yeah, there you go. There's the full experience for you. Hey there, you reached the end of the video. If you liked what you saw, please take a second to check out my Patreon, where you can choose a tier and see your name in the credits, among other perks. If short-form content is your thing, please check out my YouTube short series, talking about shows, comics, games, and whatever else I can squeeze into 60 seconds. And while you're here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's how these videos get noticed, and what encourages me to continue making them. Whatever you decide, stay awesome, keep watching, and I'll see you next time.